River. Tonight's game brought to you locally by Metro Community FCU, Food Fair, Ashland Milling Company, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby, Community Trust Bank, Toyota of Ashland, McLeod's Body Shop, Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, Giovanni's Wholesale, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Primary Plus, Desco Federal Credit Union, and Putnam Stadium Restoration. And now with our football action, the legendary Dickie Martin.
Welcome, everybody, and a pleasant evening to you from Doug Childers Field and Clark's Putnam Pump and Shop Putnam Stadium in Ashland, Kentucky. Welcome to Tomcat football. Tyler Rowland filling in for Dickie Martin. The Ashland Tomcats coming into play tonight against the Musketeers of Greenup County. Ashland is now back above 500. They are at 3-2, having won 2 in a row against East Jessamine and last week against Russell, forcing running clocks in both games. Greenup County comes in with a record of 2-3, coming off a win against Fleming County. Greenup County has been competitive in each of their games, including against East Carter, and East dropped their opener at Belfry, but since then they've won 4 in a row. And under Coach Champlin, last year they were just an overtime away from going back to state. So I'm sure that's I know there's no such thing as a good loss, but I think it shows that Greenup can be competitive. Their last meeting was on September 27th of last year. Ashland will win that 51-12. The last meeting at Putnam Stadium came on September 22nd of 2023, where Ashland picked up a 63-7 win at home and nearly 500 yards of offense. Ashland leads the all-time series 43-9. The last time Greenup County defeated the Tomcats came on October 29th, 1999. Greenup would pick up a 38-7 win at home. The next year, in 2000, Ashland would come back. They were down 29-12. And I remember listening to that game on radio. I think I might have been sick at that time. And they defeated Greenup in overtime, 43-42. Here, that was T.J. Maynard, was Greenup's head coach then. And that was a start of what was a 26-game winning streak against the Musketeers. Remarkable, to say the least. And Ashland and Greenup have an interesting history, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, but Greenup County themselves have won a state championship at large, and only the school's 5th year of having their football program. That was in 1977. Chad Tackett comes in, the head coach of the Tomcats, 3-2 in his 4th year. His 8th year coaching, 62-27 overall, with 4 district championships, including a regional championship as well in 2022. Also an assistant on the 2020 state championship team. Travis Jones, head coach of Greenup County, comes in at 16-11 in his 3rd season, 2 playoff appearances under his belt, and Coach Jones was an assistant for a few years at Greenup County beforehand, and just last year was named the Eastern Kentucky Conference Coach of the Year. And he was an assistant in particular under Zach Moore when he really started to grow, and known for it. And Zach, of course, who's known for his ability to turn around programs, and was a head coach at Greenup County in 2022 when he led them to the regional final. And then after a 5-0 start last season, Greenup lost to Ashland at home, but had a solid 3rd-place finish in the district. Made the playoffs where they would lose 59-21 to Mason County. And last season was actually only the 4th time in the school history at Greenup County that they started 5-0. It's Ashland and Greenup here tonight, and we'll have all the action here on 97.9 The River.
Remodeling your house? Need to save money? Shop at Home Builder Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Russell. They have everything you need, such as flooring tile, windows, vanities, cabinets, doors, trim, and much more. They can even do installations. For furniture and home decor, visit their new Home Builders Furniture location by Super Quick on Route 1 in Greenup. For personal service, affordable prices, and workmanship you can trust, go to Home Builders Supply in Russell and Home Builders Furniture in Greenup. They do it right.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What if someone could tell you what pest control issues you are most likely to have at your house in the next couple of months? Basically, someone that has like a bug or rodent psychic. Wouldn't you want that same person to handle your pest control services now? That's what Patrick, Becca, and the whole team at K&B Pest Control can do. They can predict the future. And better yet, prevent it from happening at your house. Call them now. 304-523-4281. K&B Pest Control. They'll kill for your business.
Fall is here, and it's time to get your vehicle ready. At Keyway Automotive, we have ASE certified technicians that can keep your vehicle running smooth and cool. Brakes, tires, alignment, AC and transmissions, engine repair, and so much more. Trust Keyway Automotive in Ironton to take care of all your automotive needs. Call 740-533-0490 to schedule your appointment today. 3119 South 3rd Street in Ironton. For the best in service, Keyway Automotive. You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
And we're back about 23 minutes until we get the game started here at Clark's Putnam Shop Putnam Stadium. Tyler Rowland here filling in for Dickie Martin. And to talk a little bit about the history of this series between Ashland and Greenup County. Ashland leads at 43-9, but the Greenup County their first season was in 1973. And the two had their most interesting meetings came in particular in 1977 and 1990. Ashland would win and actually is celebrating the 50th year anniversary of their state at-large championship in 1975. And the 2 years later, Greenup would win an at-large state championship, defeating Henderson County 13-12 to win it. And they would play Ashland that year. Ashland graduated several players from their prior two teams and struggled that year. They went 3-7, but they played the Musketeers, and it was a tight game. 7-5 was the final score. And they had Greenup's Coach Holtzaffel and company had Greenup scouted nicely. They came in and had it set up in the back. I was talking to my good friend Dwayne Porter about this today, but they had it set up to where they knew where Greenup was going based on the tight end and was able to get in the backfield and stop several of their runs. It took a deep pass that Greenup had to put Ashland away in that one. And then fast forward to 1990, they played, and ironically, one of the players on that team is now on the Ashland sideline, Steve Dowdy, who was the quarterback of that Greenup County team, and they would pick up an 18-15 win, handing Ashland their only loss for that season, the 1990 team that finished fourth in the country in rushing yards that year. And, of course, had the three-headed monster backfield that each of their backfields ran for 1,000 yards, and definitely a good year for the Tomcats. Of course, they're celebrating their 35th year, and looking at the programs, their journeys have been unique. Of course, Ashland, who went for years after that 1990 season and had regional finals appearances in 91, 03, 04, 16, 17, 18, and 19, and struggled to pull it through, but in 2020 would win the state championship and then make it back to the state semis, and Chad Tackett's first season as head coach in 2022. Meanwhile, Greenup County has shown flashes at time of being a strong program. They had that great year in 1990, but the next year would go winless. And then since then, they went up and down. They had some good years with T.J. Maynard when he coached there from 1998 to 2004, and have had a couple regional final appearances here and there, because that's what I think makes this 26-game winning streak so incredible. Not just that Ashland has won that many in a row, but it's not like Greenup has been a pushover. This is a school that had a regional finals appearance in 2007, that also had a regional finals appearance in 2022, and has had some success here and there over the years. So I expect to see a program now that is coming around, and I think their schedule shows that. They're 2-3 right now, but one thing that's of note is they picked up a win last year. They scored 50 plus in that against Fleming County. This is one that, to talk a little bit actually about their season. Greenup County started out against they opened up against Pike County Central with a 37-6 win. They lost 28-15 against Russell, trailed that one 21-0 at half, and made a run in the second half, but just couldn't overcome it. And Portsmouth, they struggled offensively in that game and led 9-0 in that one, lost 24-9. Then they had on September 12th they had East Carter, trailed early, came back and gave them a threat, but just couldn't pull it off late and lost 43-35. And then last week picked up a 52-14 win against Fleming. But that's the thing with Greenup County, because you graduate a class like they had last year, led by Tyson Sammons, who is a generational talent. You're talking about a program at Greenup County that is coming a long way, I think. Just the fact that they're 2-3 right now. They've been competitive in all 5 of their games. So and Coach Jones, I think, has done a remarkable job with the program and how he's continued to build it. And meanwhile, Ashland, we'll talk about the Tomcats now, 3-2, so they're back above 500. Lost at Raceland 17-14. They trailed 14-0 in that game. Came back to tie it in the second half, and Raceland would have the ball and drive it for 7 minutes, hitting a game-winning field goal to take that one. But the Tomcats would respond on the road at Tates Creek, winning 44-23 against a team that went 6-4 last year and returned a vast majority of the players that they had, the 6A team. And the following week, on September 4th, they would go to Lawrence County, traveling there, and would pick up 400 yards on the ground rushing, but would have 5 turnovers in that game, which hurt their ability to win. They would lose that 24-21, but the bounce back would come on September 12th at home against East Jessamine, where the Tomcats would win 41-6, followed by last week an impressive 42-0 win against Russell, where they picked up a running clock in the first half. And I know it's easy to say because Russell beat this Greenup team that it looks like it could be one for Ashland. This is a trap game because I think, number one, Greenup is in much better position as a program overall than they've been in prior years. They're not going to be a team they're not going to lack discipline. They're going to be smart. They're not going to do anything to beat themselves. Ashland's going to have to come in here and play a good game to defeat Greenup County. They have some guys that have made a noise, and this is also a team right now averaging 29.6 points per game in Greenup County. The last time, and there's only been one other time actually in Greenup's history that they've averaged at least that, and that was, and I'm not counting the years they had Eli Sammons or Tyson Sammons at quarterback, but only 2010 was a year that they would have that happen. So definitely a big step for their program, I think. So we're going to take another break and come back. We'll have more shortly here on 97.9 The River.
It's football season. How are you going to spend it? At home in your old broken recliner, screaming at a 24-inch TV, spilling your beer while shoving handfuls of frozen wings in your face? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Instead, spend game day at Roosters, where you can enjoy the game on more than 40 giant TVs. You can high-five your friends while enjoying an ice-cold beer and filling your belly with delicious appetizers and premium wings. It's an easy choice. It's football season, so it's Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
The Greenup Gazette is your weekly source for the best in local news, sports, and community connections delivered right to your mailbox. Locally owned and operated, the Greenup Gazette features Greenup County news happening in your neighborhood, reported by an award-winning local staff with decades of news reporting experience. Give a subscription for a Christmas gift, a gift that gives all year long. Read the news you want to know about. Visit their website at greenupgazette.com to get your subscription.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Game day is here, and Food Fair has you covered with tailgating and party trays. Whether you're hosting the big game or heading to a party, Food Fair has what you need to make a great day, win or lose. From wings and tenders to fresh fruit, veggie trays, and sandwich platters, there's something for everyone. Call ahead and Food Fair will handle the prep so you can focus on the fun. Food Fair, delightfully local, deliciously fresh, and your tailgating and party headquarters. FoodFairMarkets.com.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Clark's Pump and Shop is honored to serve the tri-state area with money-saving monthly specials on items that you love. Download from their app from the App Store. Or even more great value, sign up for their Clark's Loyalty Rewards to get cents off gas and earn points on each purchase to redeem for free products. Stop in today for fast, friendly customer service. Clark's Pump and Shop is a proud supporter of the Ashland Tomcats, fueling our hometown spirit every day. Return, refresh, and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop.
Remodeling your house? Need to save money? Shop at Home Builder Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Russell. They have everything you need, such as flooring tile, windows, vanities, cabinets, doors, trim, and much more. They can even do installations. For furniture and home decor, visit their new Home Builders Furniture location by Super Quick on Route 1 in Greenup. For personal service, affordable prices, and workmanship you can trust, go to Home Builders Supply in Russell and Home Builders Furniture in Greenup. They do it right.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
What if someone could tell you what pest control issues you are most likely to have at your house in the next couple of months? Basically, someone that has like a bug or rodent psychic. Wouldn't you want that same person to handle your pest control services now? That's what Patrick, Becca, and the whole team at K&B Pest Control can do. They can predict the future. And better yet, prevent it from happening at your house. Call them now. 304-523-4281. K&B Pest Control. They'll kill for your business.
Fall is here, and it's time to get your vehicle ready. At Keyway Automotive, we have ASC certified technicians that can keep your vehicle running smooth and cool. Brakes, tires, alignment, AC and transmissions, engine repair, and so much more. Trust Keyway Automotive in Ironton to take care of all your automotive needs. Call 740-533-0490 to schedule your appointment today. 3119 South 3rd Street in Ironton. For the best in service, Keyway Automotive.
Let's play Would You Rather Roosters Edition. Today's contestant is Bob. Bob, are you ready to play?
Let's do this.
Okay, Bob, would you rather eat slimy, overcooked wings at home or enjoy fresh, delicious, traditional, or boneless wings at Roosters?
Ooh, this is easy. I'll take Roosters.
Okay, next question. Would you rather watch football on 40 TVs at Roosters or on your one sad little TV at home? So sad. I'll take Roosters. Yeah, you will, Bob. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
We're back. It'll be the Tomcats and the Musketeers tonight here at Clark's Pump and Shop, Putnam Stadium. It's a gorgeous night for football. There's hardly a cloud in the air. The weather is perfect just about. You couldn't ask for better. Here, just looking around, seeing the big Doug Childers Field sign honoring Doug, him and Doug Childers, Steve Conley, Joe McDavid have contributed a tremendous amount over the years, and just been a great atmosphere here at Putnam Stadium. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the teams. Again, Ashland coming in at 3-2, Greenup at 2-3. This is the district opener for the Tomcats. And again, Greenup is a solid team on both sides of the ball. I mentioned how they average 29.6 points per game. Defensively, they give up about 23 per game. But offensively, Ashland has been a predominantly running team, running for 303 yards per game while throwing for 83. And they haven't thrown a lot lately, not so much because they haven't won. It's just they haven't had to. That line has been an underrated part of this Ashland team, highly underrated. They are getting such a good push up front. I noticed it against Raceland. That first half they struggled a bit, but after they adjusted, they came back and had a great run in that game, and since then they haven't looked back. They've had multiple games where they've plowed their way for around 400 yards. The dangerous part about this Ashland team is how deep they are at the running back position. This is a program. You have guys that can, from all over the place. Simpkins can run it. McCoy can run it. I mean, you've got so many that are capable of coming back there. Hughes is capable of running from the quarterback position. I mean, there's Newman can run it. Farrow can run it. The difference with this Ashland team is the incredible amount of depth that they have at that spot. Now, on the defensive end, they've done a nice job as well. They allow 91.8 yards on the ground per game, and they allow 92.2 through the air as Greenup lines up at midfield. Is getting ready for the coin toss. As Greenup they are in their away jerseys wearing white with green and yellow trim. And Ashland getting ready to come down shortly. But again, what a good showing tonight here at Clark's Pump and Shop Putnam Stadium. And good to see Mav Ashby walking around out there supporting his team. It's unfortunate we won't have him back this season, but he's looking good how he's moving around out there. Just saw him as I was walking in. As Ashland now lined up at the top of the steps getting ready to come down. And oh, what a night we have. It's going to be a fun night for football. And want to take the opportunity first off to shout out my good friend Dickie Martin. We love you, Dickie. We're all praying for you here in Tomcat Nation. We're praying for you a speedy recovery. We definitely want to see you back. We're praying for you, brother. And we also want to say hello to my good friend John Bush. Been thinking of him. John Bush is one of my coaches growing up. Randy Riggs. Good to see him. Good to see the class of 2005 here tonight. They're having their class reunion. And so a great atmosphere here in so many different ways. And we're about 6 minutes from getting started. But just thinking before the game, as Greenup, we'll talk a little bit about their offense. They're a little more 50-50 than Ashland. They run for around 152 yards a game. They pass for 145.6 per game. So I think that we'll see more on that end. They allow 141 per game on the ground and 60.8 yards through the air. So Ashland has been a threat running the football, and not just out of the shotgun. This is a team that against Tate's Creek went back to the wishbone formation and have run that some. You'll see them, especially if they get inside the red zone. You'll see them go to that a lot, and they definitely have the backs that can carry out those fakes, no doubt. As the Tomcats are lined up there, getting ready to come out. This will be a great game, though. I think these two teams are both successful, as the Tomcat captains are running out now. As we have number 3, Sam Lyons, number 1, Mason Wolf, number 50, Baker Sutton, and number 42, James Crace out there, as the team's now getting ready for the coin toss. I think, and Ashland chose, I believe Ashland chose to receive last week, if I recall right. And usually if Ashland wins the toss, that they will choose to kick. The teams are shaking hands out there for Greenup County on the field. I see number 15, Casey Gammon, number 20, Hunter Crabtree, it looks like number 13, Landry Lewis out there. And I'm a hard time seeing where I'm at. I think that might be Jasper Davis, number 1, that's out there with the captains. But yeah, you mentioned Casey Gammon. He's one to watch, their leading receiver. Also a very good basketball player. I'll have for them. And Greenup is called Tails. It is Tails. Greenup has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So Ashland will start out with the football. As we're getting ready, and before we start, we're going to take one more break coming up. We'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon. When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
2 minutes until the start of action here at Clark's Putnam Shop Putnam Stadium, and Ashland now down at in the end zone. And let me tell you, as a former player, there is nothing compared to nothing like coming down the steps as a player. It is a special moment for these guys as the Tomcats getting ready to break huddle. But I think if you're Ashland tonight, as the Tomcats break free, and here they come. Ashland wearing their home jerseys, maroon with white trim, silver pants, also with maroon and white trim, and white helmets. And what a crowd here tonight at Putnam Stadium as they're getting lined up and ready to go. 1:30 as it will be Ashland receiving. Greenup won the toss and chose to defer to the Tomcats, so they will get the football to start the second half. But you look at last week, Ashland's had some good kickoff coverage the past couple weeks, but on that end and returning wise, that's an area you have to watch if you're Greenup County. Just Ashland, just so many deadly returners that you see people like Cam Davis, Farrow, some of them, and they're all capable of running one back. We're about a minute away from the start of action, and love these new lights. They're playing music right now, some good hype music to get the team up, but definitely want to give a shout out to my mom who's listening. Want to give a shout out to John Downey. Want to give a shout out to Dwayne Porter, and a big thank you to him for the information on that 1977 game. As Greenup getting ready they have come out, their kickoff team, as that is number 7, Carter Nunley, who will be kicking off for the Musketeers. And now Ashland coming out, and that's going to be back to return. That's going to be number 26, Dalen Farrow, and number 12, Tanner Woodman out there. And you never know what Coach Jones will pull out in this area, but in the kickoff is now it's ready to play football here. Clark's Putnam Stadium. Here we go. As Nunley signaling to his team, and he kicks off. It goes back to about the 8. Recovered by Tanner Woodman. He's going to look for room and get taken down about the 27, 28-yard line. So the junior, a solid return, and Ashland will start 1st and 10 from the 28. Tomcats coming out. Coach Tackett instructing his team as Greenup comes out. Looks like it's going to be a 4-man front for the Musketeers. Ashland coming out. That's going to be shotgun, 2 backs. That's going to be Davis and Simpkins in the backfield on 1st and 10. First play of the ball game. 2 receivers up top. That's Lyons, I see, and Wolf isolated on the near side, as that's Davis right side. Has a hole. 30, 40, 50. Cam Davis, first play of the game. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. 73 yards. And Davis with his longest run of the season and touchdown number 11 rushing, getting Ashland on the board here with 11:39 to go in the first. What a run by Cam Davis. They had a huge hole on that right side that Ashland opened up, and that's what I mean about that line. They have just been mauling people off the ball this year, and that's not a knock on Greenup. That's how good they've been playing. 6-0 Ashland, 11:39 to go as Barnett comes out for the PAT. Troy Barnett, the senior, and it's up. It's good. So with 11:39 to go, first quarter, it's 7-0. Tomcats lead. We'll be right back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
We're back. Ashland scores first play of the game on a 73-yard run around the right side by Cam Davis, and Troy Barnett now into kickoff. His team up 7-0. Greenup way back. That one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback, as that was the return, or that was Braden Rowe, and was eager to return it, but just couldn't get there, and So Greenup will now start. So with Greenup County, they'll run shotgun a lot. They'll spread it out. You really have to watch the quarterback in Davis, the junior. He can flat out get it done out there. As sure enough, that's number 0 Davis out there at the quarterback position. And with him, that looks like Wireman, I think at tailback. 3 receivers on the near side of the screen. Or on the near side, I'm used to calling TV. It's handed up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 1, maybe at most. Here it's Ashland 7-0, 11:30 to go, first quarter. That is going to be, I believe, Wireman. I'm not at a good angle to see him, but that looks like Wireman out there running the football. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Greenup coming up. And it's snap. Davis, option pitch. Wireman has it. He goes. Cam Davis right there to get him. So that'll be a gain at most 1. It's going to be a gain of 1. So Wireman's second rush. And Arthur Wireman, who's the second leading rusher behind Jasper Davis. He's run the ball 53 times for Greenup, who trails 7-0 with 10:45 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10. Ashland needs to get to about their own, or Greenup needs to get to their own 31 to get to the first down. Ashland with it's like more of a 3-man front, 2 backers outside. Greenup with 3 receivers on the near side and a back with Davis. They're snap it, 4-man rush for Ashland. Davis under pressure, and it's going to be, that is caught. But not enough for a first down, as that went to number 15, Casey Gammon, who leads Greenup in receiving. It's a gain of 6, but not enough to get Greenup County there, so it's going to be 4th and 4 on their own 26-yard line here. 10 minutes to go. Ashland up 7-0. And first off, a couple shout-outs. Big shout-out to my good friend Bill Renzi, and a big shout-out to him and to Joanne, and congratulations to Braxton Jennings. He scored his first touchdown of his collegiate career. What a real honor getting to see playing time for the Louisville Cardinals as it snapped back. Gammon to punt. It's a quick one. He gets it. It hits about the Ashland 46, rolls back to the Ashland 33 as Davis was a little too far back to get to return it. So Ashland will start the 1st and 10. So Ashland takes over here. 9:30 to go, first quarter, and it's going to be Tomcat versus Tizza. Definitely what you want, if especially on the running game. Stopped Greenup twice before forcing that pass on 3rd down. As with 9:30 to go, it's 7-0 Ashland. They're going to start with it 1st and 10 on their 33. And it's snapped, handed off, shotgun. No, Hughes is going to fake it. He goes up the middle, has a small seam, gets 5, 6, 7 yards, about 7. Hughes is going to get as he gets to about their own 39. There, so Hughes with the carry. Actually, that is going to be about 7. So the first carry of the game, faked it to Simpkins up the middle, and he took it. And so now 2nd and 3, 9:02 to go here in the first quarter. And Ashland has it. That's going to be 2 backs. That's going to be Davis and Simpkins. That's going to be Duckweiler on the near side of the screen. And I believe that near side, you want to say the screen. And that's Wolf on the far side. As that's going to be Simpkins left side. He has room. 45-50, 45-40. He's still up 35-30, but the ball comes out and it stays in bounds. Barely. Greenup gets it. Simpkins was close to breaking free. The defender just stripped it out of there and said the ball rolled down to about the 15-yard line of Greenup County. I thought the ball was going to roll out of bounds, and that's sure not what happened. It just bounced right back in, took a bounce right into Greenup's hands, and they're going to have the football 1st and 10. That was a wild stretch to say the least, but a turnover for the Tomcats, and that was unfortunate. I don't think they had a turnover in these last 2 games. They had 5 at Lawrence County, but a tough start for them on that edge. But they still lead 7-0 with 8:34 to go. Greenup shotgun trips right and snaps, and Davis will carry it for 5 yards. So Jasper Davis with his first carry. Davis, who leads the team in rushing for Greenup. So it'll be second and actually a gain of about 6. So it'll be 2nd and 4 coming up. 8:10 to go, first quarter, 7-0. Ashland in the lead. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left as the whistle blows, and it looks like it's going to be a false start on Greenup. We'll get the look. That is going to be the case, so Greenup will have a false start penalty for 5 yards. We'll note that. That'll move it back. That'll make it 2nd and 9. Not a mistake they can afford. So with 8:03 to go, first quarter, it's 7-0 Ashland, and Greenup has the football. 2nd and 9 on their own 14. Ashland, as Brody Simpkins broke a run loose, just had the ball stripped out, and 9 times out of 10, that rolls out of bounds, but it just stayed in. Greenup did a great job pursuing it and recovering. As it's shotgun formation, and it's a trick play, a halfback pass. Gammon is wide open, 40, 50, 40, and he's going to get thrown out of bounds by Davis around the 26. They sent number 1, Nolan Clarkson, the freshman, into the backfield, and they ran that same option play, the pitch to him. They pitched it back. He threw it downfield to a wide open Casey Gammon, and that is going to be a gain of 59. So Gammon with his second reception now, and Greenup is in Ashland territory. They have it 1st and 10. Like I said, these guys are coming here to win. And so 1st and 10 now for the Musketeers. It's handed off up the middle. That's Wireman, and he's going to gain maybe a yard. So that'll be 2nd and 9, and also for Greenup County, Wireman's 3rd carry. They're in 4-down territory now. It's 7:22 to go here in the first quarter. Ashland in the lead, 7-0, but Greenup knocking at the door. Just a tough set of play. Ashland had it, broke loose, and just fumbled it, giving the ball back to Greenup, and now they're downfield. But again, this Ashland defense has potential to hold strong shotgun formation. That's Davis in the backfield with Wireman, and it's going to be handed off to Wireman, but sealed up. And it looked like Simpkins was in on that. Him and possibly Luke Corliss for Ashland. So 3rd and 10 now. That's actually going to be a loss of about 1. So 3rd and 10 for Greenup. They need to get to the 17 to get the first down. They're coming out in shotgun formation. That's going to be in the backfield. They're going to have 4. They're going to have. See that they have number 9 Wireman, and at the H-back position is number 44 Colin Melvin. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 right. Wireman has it, or the left side. He has a hole. 10, 15-10, and he's brought down right about the 3. A little bit of a different look coming from Greenup County as Wireman had a hole wide open on the left side. There was nobody within yards to get him there. That's going to be a gain of about 20. A gain of about 26. So now let's quick snap to Davis. They get right back on the line. Davis out of the shotgun, and he's brought down. So second and goal from about the 2. But yeah, Wireman just had that wide open there on the. So I'm not sure what happened there on that 3rd down, but a good run by Greenup, though, I'll say. This team, they're very resilient. It's now 2nd and goal. They're about the 2, it looks like. That's going to be, they're staying with shotgun, tight end right, or pistol, rather. That's going to be Wireman in the backfield. Davis fakes it, keeps it himself, and he's brought down. He leans over, though. He might have had the body lean, and he does. He gets in. Touchdown, Greenup County. 5:09 to go in the first quarter, as Davis was able to power his way in from the goal line. And Greenup now gets on the board at 7-6 in the first quarter, as now they're going to send out Carter Nunley, number 7, the junior, to kick the PAT. Jasper Davis to hold. And the snap good, kicks up, and a little bit to the left, but it's good. So we're tied at 7 here at 5:09 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back on 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
Jasper Davis with the 2-yard touchdown plunge with 5:09 to go in the first quarter. Greenup County pulling out the bag of tricks on that drive. A 59-yard pass from to Gammon sets up a good run, and as Davis returning it, that's Davis out there on the kickoff. Or I'm sorry, that's Woodman, and he has a nice return, gets out to close to the 40. Oh, Ashland will come out. 1st and 10, and they'll start from the 39-yard line where it will be spotted. But Greenup County on that last drive just pulled off a great run on 3rd down. But Wireman had the hole on the left side, ran for 24 yards, setting up Greenup 1st and goal from the 3. So now Ashland coming out. Their first drop play of the game was a 73-yard touchdown run that Davis has. It's 4:35 to go here. First quarter, they're coming out, shotgun formation. That's backfield. That's Farrow as trips are lined up on the left side. And no, that's Taylor. He has a trail of steam, and he's going to get to 45, 50, 45, close to the green at 40. So Trey Taylor is going to get 18 on that one. They just handed him off. He turned up, a big hole right up the middle for him. And it's 1st and 10 Ashland in Greenup territory on about the Greenup County 42-yard line. 7-all here, 4:18 to go in the first quarter. Ashland coming out. Twins wideouts each side. That's Taylor in the backfield. Hughes drops back to pass. Greenup rushing forward. He's going to go deep. He has Lyons and overthrown, but a flag. We'll see what this is going to be. Right now, the lone penalty has been a false start for Greenup County. We'll see what that one is. He came close to having Lyons there. Lyon gave him plenty of time on that play. So that'll be pass interference, it looks like, so on the defense. So that'll be Greenup with that one. So they're up. They have 20 yards in penalties now, and this will set Ashland up on the Greenup County 27 with a 1st and 10. So they get a first down by penalty on that play. Now the two backs this time. That's Davis and Taylor. It's handed off to Davis. Our right side. No, what a fake. It's going to be handed off to number 0, Duckweiler. So Duckweiler is going to gain about 2. So Dylan Duckweiler around the left side on that one. 2-yard, close to 2-yard run, and Ashland have it 2nd and 8. 7-all here, 3:35 to go in the first quarter. As that's going to be shotgun formation. 2 backs, that's going to be Taylor and Davis. As that's going to be Wolf on the left side at wide out, and Duckweiler on the right. All snapped, fake to Davis, handed off to Taylor up the middle. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in. 3:14 to go in the first. A 26-yard touchdown run by number 30, Trey Taylor. And he gets the score for Ashland. So 3:14 to go. It's 13-7. Tomcats lead here at Clarks Putnam Shop Putnam Stadium, as now that will be coming out to kick the PAT. That's going to be Barnett. And Ashland again just getting a huge push up front. Taylor had all the room in the world to run on that. He hits that hole so quick. Woodman to Hull. Ball snapped. Holds good. Kicks up. Good. And it's 14-7. Tomcats leading. 3:14 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a break here on 97.9 The River.
Clark's Pump and Shop is honored to serve the tri-state area with money-saving monthly specials on items that you love. Download from their app from the App Store. Or even more great value, sign up for their Clark's Loyalty Rewards to get cents off gas and earn points on each purchase to redeem for free products. Stop in today for fast, friendly customer service. Clark's Pump and Shop is a proud supporter of the Ashland Tomcats, fueling our hometown spirit every day. Return, refresh, and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop.
Remodeling your house? Need to save money? Shop at Home Builder Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Russell. They have everything you need, such as flooring tile, windows, vanities, cabinets, doors, trim, and much more. They can even do installations. For furniture and home decor, visit their new Home Builders Furniture location by Super Quick on Route 1 in Greenup. For personal service, affordable prices, and workmanship you can trust, go to Home Builders Supply in Russell and Home Builders Furniture in Greenup. They do it right.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
Barnett's kick again on the left side. Greenup County sending one man out to return, and that's Rowe, and Ashland getting it to his left or his right twice now, getting it into the end zone. And Greenup will start 1st and 10 on their own 20. The last drive they scored, in particular, a 59-yard pass from Nolan Clarkson to get Casey Gammon that helped set up a 23-yard run for Simpkins. 24-yard run for Simpkins. 24 yards as Simpkins broke loose on 3rd down, getting them close to the 3-yard line. And 2 plays later, Davis was scoring a 2-yard plunge. It's Davis in the backfield, him and Wireman. One wide out to the left, 2 to the right. It's handed off and brought down in the backfield is Wireman. And that's Keyshawn Newman, number 5, that gets there. That's going to be a loss of about 1. Wireman now 6 carries for 24 yards. I have him at, and 3 of his carries have been for 0 or less right now. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Musketeers. 2:49 to go first quarter. It's 14-7, Ashland in the lead. As now it's going to be shotgun, 1 back. Again, it's Wireman. Fake to Wireman. Davis, room left side. They're getting a good push on that left side, and Simpkins brings him down after a gain of 6. So Jasper Davis on that one. So 3rd and 5. That makes a much more manageable situation. Davis with his 4th carry now. I have him at 16 so far on the night rushing yards. So 40 on the ground for Greenup. 3rd and 5. Greenup needs to get to their own 30 to get the first down. Shotgun formation. So H-back and the receiver, that was Gammon. He jumped a little early. 2nd false start of the game for Greenup County. So that'll Greenup now with 3 penalties, 2 false starts, and a pass interference for 25 yards right now. So that's going to make it 3rd and 10, 14-7. Ashland leading, 2:07 to go first quarter. They need to get to about just past their own 30 to get the first down. They're staying with that same shotgun formation, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. That's going to be Wireman at the tailback position, and at the H-back on the same right side is number 44, Melvin, the junior. They're sending in motion Wireman as Davis drops back under heavy pressure, rolls left, looking, thrown complete, and caught for a first down by number 5. That is Tyler Johnson, the senior. That will be a gain of close to 15. That'll be a gain. That's going to be a gain of about 14. So Jasper Davis with the completion. And Johnson now with the first down. So 1st and 10. Greenup has it on their own 24 here at 1:27 to go. First quarter. It's 14-7. Ashland in the lead. There, Greenup going no huddle. Still, as that's going to be Wireman. Shotgun lone. He's on the right side of Davis. Melvin at the fake to him, and throw is incomplete. But they add Melvin at the left side at the H-back position. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10, 1:12 to go first quarter, 14-7, Ashland in the lead. Greenup County starting to get a little confidence under their belts as they're going to run. They're going to go trips this time. That's number 15 Gannon, number 13 Lewis, and number 5 Johnson at wide out on the near side, the right side, and Wireman in the backfield with Davis at quarterback. 2nd and 10. It's snapped, handed off, and Wireman brought down in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of maybe 3. They sent him to the left side. And Ashland right there to get it. I see number 4, Rade Rucker. I see number 34, Luke McCoy there. Actually, that'll be a loss of about 2. So Wireman now with 7 carries, and it's going to be another 3rd and long situation. Greenup County has 12 yards to go. They trail 14-7 to Ashland with 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They need to get to their own 44 to get the first down. Shotgun trips on the right side, receivers, and one on the left side, as that's Wireman in the backfield with Davis. He's going to snap it under heavy pressure again, and this time they get him. The Tomcats get back there, and just a big push from that line. As that's number 7, J.J. Keys that gets back there. Him and number 33, Brandon McGee, got excellent pressure, and that's going to make it 4th and long coming up for the Musketeers. So now they're going to send out the punting unit, and that will do it, though, for the first quarter. Ashland leading 14-7. We're going to take a break and be right back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
What if someone could tell you what pest control issues you are most likely to have at your house in the next couple of months? Basically, someone that has like a bug or rodent psychic. Wouldn't you want that same person to handle your pest control services now? That's what Patrick, Becca, and the whole team at K&B Pest Control can do. They can predict the future. And better yet, prevent it from happening at your house. Call them now. 304-523-4281. K&B Pest Control. They'll kill for your business.
You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's 14-7. Ashland leads Greenup starting the second quarter as Casey Gammon comes out in punt formation. Ashland sending Cam Davis back to return. Greenup has it 4th and 18 on their own 26-yard line. Right now, Ashland's defense getting a huge push up front and picked up a sack on 3rd down. So J.J. Keys was able to get back there. Gammon, high snap. Kicks it. It's a high punt. Davis will not return it. It bounces at about the 48-yard line of Ashland back to about the 43. And the Tomcats will start 1st and 10 here with 11:49 to go first half. So right now, the Tomcats getting a big push on the ground. Right now, Cam Davis has opened it up with a big run, 73 yards. Meanwhile, Simpkins, although he fumbled, had a run of 25, and Taylor has runs of 18 and 26 right now for the Tomcats. Again, they are getting a massive push up front, and especially that right side. That's number 57, Wyatt Riley, at that right tackle position. I notice him and number 63, Ben Ream, out there. Ashland shotgun trips right. Taylor again up the middle. This time he's met by the host of Musketeers, but not before gaining 3 about. So Taylor met up the middle. Looks like that was number 54, Christian Wheeler, the senior that was in on that for Greenup. 2nd and 7 for Ashland. So Taylor now up to 47 yards on 3 carries. 11:23 to go second quarter. It's 14-7 Ashland lead. Ashland on their own 45. Shotgun, 2 backs, 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Trey Taylor's going to have it. Stretch play left side. Farrow out to block for him. Taylor gains about enough for the first down. And before he gets tackled, That's gonna be awful close. Where I think they spot there. Yeah, that's gonna move the chains. So a gain of 8 for Taylor. That puts him at 55 yards right now, and a fresh set of downs for the Tomcats as they lead 14-7 with 11:03 to go in the second quarter. They'll come out still that two-back set as they have Duckweiler on the right side at wide out and Wolf on the left. As that's Davis, or Simpkins is in at running back now, and Davis will plow forward for 4, maybe 5. So Davis, who ran for a 73-yard touchdown to open it up as Ashland leads 14-7 here with 10:30 to go in the second quarter. And Davis plows forward for 4 as now that's going to be Simpkins in the backfield with Hughes, and that's going to be Davis, Duckweiler, and with Lyons at the right side at wide out. Trips, it's handed off to Simpkins up the middle. He's going to break through a couple defenders, plow forward for a first down. Gain of about 10 on that play. So Brody Simpkins is able to dodge. I thought they had him bottled up, and then he was able to squirt through there for a few more. So he will get to about the 34 of Greenup County as he's up to 35 yards rushing now about. So 1st and 10 coming up for Ashland. 9:54 to go here, second quarter. It's 14-7, Tomcats lead. As that's Hughes and Simpkins in the backfield. Davis, Lyons, and Duckweiler on the right side at wide out. Wolf on the left. 1st and 10 on the green at 35 for Ashland. As it's snapped, Hughes rolls out right. It's a pass. Quick out to Lyons, and it's intercepted. Greenup County has it, and they're going to get to the Ashland 45. Or they're going to have it on their own 45, I'm sorry. That was number 13, Landry Lewis, the junior. Just was right there, ready to pick that off, and just forced it in there a little bit, and that is the second Ashland turnover. They had a turnover on a long run earlier as they were close to going up 14-0, and now Greenup will have the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 45 as a sideline warning against Greenup County. Here with 9:30 to go in the second quarter, Ashland 14-7, but again have turned it over in Greenup County territory, and now the Musketeers will have it 1st and 10 on their own 45. So they'll have good field position here as they're coming out, shotgun formation. That's going to be with Davis. That's going to be Wireman to his right in the backfield. Colin Melvin at the H-back position on the left side. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. It's snapped, handed off. Ashland leads 14-7. It's faked. Davis cuts up the middle for 5, maybe 6. So Jasper Davis, he does an excellent job carrying out those fakes. And that's such an underrated component of football. And there are quarterbacks that they have earned college recruitment by just their ability to do that. I kid you not, as that's a gain of about close to 5 for Greenup. As they're back on the line. That's this time same lineup, 2 wideouts right, 1 left. Melvin at the H-back position left, and it's faked. Davis up the middle again. He's going to get drugged down after a gain of about 4 by Ben Pritchard. So that's going to make it 3rd and 1 Greenup now into Ashland territory. They have it in 2-down territory where they're at. They have it 3rd and 1 on the Ashland 44. So Davis now, him and Wireman in the backfield again. 3rd and 1, 14-7 Ashland, 8:22 to go here in the second. As Ashland now blitz, looks like a blitz coming. As they send Colin Melvin in motion, the H-back, and it's handed off to Wireman. He's going to get enough for the first down, a gain of about 3. They're doing what they need to move the chains. As a fresh set of downs for the Musketeers. So the 8:02 to go, second quarter. It's 14-7 Ashland, but Greenup, who scored earlier, capitalizing on an Ashland turnover, just picked off Justin Hughes and started the drive from their 45, now on the Ashland 42 with a fresh set of downs. As Wireman on the right side of Davis, calling the H-back on the left, 2 wideouts right, 1 left for Greenup. They send Wireman to the flat. They throw it to him there, and he's going to gain 3 or 4 on the reception. That's a play they like to do, and they like to use Wireman with his he's a back that can catch it out there, and that's going to be a gain of about 3. The Greenup light back on the line. Again, they run that no-huddle offense. Now to Davis, it's 3 of 4 in this one with 7:10 to go in the first half. It's 14-7 Ashland. 2nd and 7, Greenup on the Ashland 40. Wireman takes it left side, and he's brought down on the stretch play. That's Keys again. J.J. Keys, number 7. He is doing a great job penetrating that Greenup line. Earlier he picked up a sack, and now Greenup has it 3rd and 10, trailing Ashland 14-7, 6:44 to go, second quarter. And they're going to need to get to the Ashland 32 to get the first down. It's 3rd and 10 coming up, as that's now number 3, Eric Campbell, in at running back on the right side of Davis. 2 wideouts right, 1 left, H-back right. Davis snaps, and he's sacked by Rucker. And it's Friday Night Football. He gets back there again and causes a lot of disruption. Rucker, who has with 3 sacks on the year, now picks up another one, and it's going to be 4th and 15 coming up for Greenup. A likely punting scenario on the Ashland 46 as the punt team checks in. But again, you have to like how Ashland stepped it up there, as Gammon now in to punt. And Davis back. Davis is about the 20-yard line. Gammon's lined up at the Greenup 40, getting ready to punt. Here with 5:45 to go in the second quarter, it's 14-7. Ashland in the lead. Gammon, he kicks it. Good kick. It goes to about the Ashland 20. Davis backs off, and it's going to roll. No, Davis is going to get it about the 5. He cuts to the 10, goes to the 15-yard line. I didn't think Davis was going to grab that one, and he did. So that'll be with 5:28 to go in the second quarter. Ashland will have the ball, 1st and 10. Then again, that one might have stopped around Greenup, was close to getting it. That was a good punt by Gammon. And a gutsy play by Davis, as now Ashland will have it on their own 14 starting the drive. So now 1st and 10 for the Tomcats, who lead 14-7. They're on their own 14. That's going to be Davis in the backfield with Hughes. 1 wide out left, 2 to the right. And it's snapped. That's going to be Davis. He hakes it right side looking for room, and he gets drugged down. Now it looks like Jasper Davis that got back there to make the tackle. No gain for Davis. So Davis, who broke loose for 73 yards, first play of the game for Ashland. A big run, no doubt. And 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, as it's 14-7 Ashland, who comes out. Shotgun trips left, wideouts left, 1 to the right. Simpkins down the backfield. It's handed to him up the middle. Big hole, 15, 20, 25, 30, and brought down about the 35. Brody Simpkins, 4:46 to go here in the second quarter, gets a gain of 20, which puts him past 50 yards rushing on the day, and it's a 14-7 Ashland lead right now as they have the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 36. They're back on the line. Shotgun twins wideouts. Wolf and Farrow on the left. Lyons and Duckweiler on the right. And that's Simpkins in the backfield, and Greenup will get called for encroachment. So Greenup's 4th penalty they have, and 3 of these are pre-snap. 2 false starts. That's going to be 2 false starts, offsides, and now Ashland will have it. 1st and 5 on their own 41-yard line here with 4:30 to go in the second quarter. And that's going to be Hughes and Simpkins in the backfield. Lyons, Farrow, and Duckweiler on the right side. Wolf on the left. It's handed off Simpkins up the middle. Left side, big hole, 45, 50. Breaks it left, 50, 45, 40. And close to the 35-yard line at Greenup. That will be a gain of, we'll see where the spot is. That will be a gain of 24. So Simpkins and Davis both getting, but again, that left side of the line getting the job done there. Ashland right now with 5 runs of 20 or more. It's as they lead 14-7, 3:55 to go second quarter on the green at 35. 2 backs in the backfield. Hughes with a snap, handed off. Davis right side, big hole, 35-30. Davis is loose, and he's going to run in for his 12th touchdown of the season. Touchdown Tomcats. Cam Davis, runs of 73 and 35, and he has now surpassed 100 yards rushing. He is up to unofficially 116 here in the second quarter. So the sideline warning against the Tomcats. 3:38 to go in the second quarter. Ashland scores, and it's 20-7. As the PAT team comes out, Tanner Woodman to hold, and Troy Barnett getting ready to kick the PAT. And snap up, a little high but good. Woodman holds it, and it's kicked by Barnett. It's good. So 21-7, Tomcats in the lead with 3:38 to go here in the second. We're going to take a break and come back here on 97.9 The River.
Fall is here, and it's time to get your vehicle ready. At Keyway Automotive, we have ASE certified technicians that can keep your vehicle running smooth and cool. Brakes, tires, alignment, AC and transmissions, engine repair, and so much more. Trust Keyway Automotive in Ironton to take care of all your automotive needs. Call 740-533-0490 to schedule your appointment today. 3119 South 3rd Street in Ironton. For the best in service, Keyway Automotive.
Let's play Would You Rather Roosters Edition. Today's contestant is Bob. Bob, are you ready to play? Let's do this. Okay, Bob, would you rather eat slimy, overcooked wings at home or enjoy fresh, delicious, traditional, or boneless wings at Roosters? Ooh, this is easy. I'll take Roosters. Okay, next question. Would you rather watch football on 40 TVs at Roosters or on your one sad little TV at home? So sad. I'll take Roosters. Yeah, you will, Bob. Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
14-7 Ashland as Barnett kicking it, and that one's going to go out. A huge hit by the Tomcats on that play. That was looked like number 73, Noah Thompson. Greenup will have it, and I'm looking to see so that'll be 1st and 10. I'm trying to see. I had a bad view of that. It's incorrected. That was caught it and was hit. I thought that went out of bounds for a second. Just the angle I'm at and where it was kicked, but that was a good hit by Thompson. As now Davis is going to come out. Greenup trailing Ashland 21-7, 3:33 to go second quarter. As they go, Davis, he's going to go up the middle and gain 1. Tried to send number 3, Campbell, to the flats and try to lure that way, but Davis met at the line. Looks like that was Rucker in on that. So Davis now, and both Davis and Wireman with 9 carries for the Musketeers with 3:07 to go in the second quarter. It's Ashland 21-7. As that's going to be, let's see, they're going trips right as Davis gets instructions from Coach Jones. H-back left. As that Greenup County 2nd and 10 on their own 20. And Davis is going to pass, drop back, jump over the middle, thrown and completed for close to a first down. I think it was just a little bit short. That was nice concentration, though, by number 13, Landry Lewis, and that'll make it 2nd and 2. Davis, again, was under heavy pressure that time and jumped over the middle. Here, 2:28 to go, second quarter. It's 21-7. Ashland leading Greenup. It's 3rd and 2. Greenup with it on their own 28. They're coming out shotgun, 2 wide outs light, 1 left. And it snaps. Davis, quick run, right side. He's met in the middle, drugged down. Right, they had him in the middle. I thought they got him there, but he was able to break right, but still could not get any yardage. Actually, a loss of probably a half yard. So That will make it 4th and 3 for the Musketeers with 2 minutes to go in the. Or have a quick timeout for Ashland. We'll be right back. You're listening to 97.9 The River, 14-7 Ashland.
The Greenup Gazette is your weekly source for the best in local news, sports, and community connections delivered right to your mailbox. Locally owned and operated, the Greenup Gazette features Greenup County news happening in your neighborhood, reported by an award-winning local staff with decades of news reporting experience. Give a subscription for a Christmas gift, a gift that gives all year long. Read the news you want to know about. Visit their website at greenupgazette.com to get your subscription.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
Greenup County coming out as Davis comes under center, and it looks like they're trying to get Ashland to jump. It's 4th down. They have it on their own 25. Greenup, a gutsy call here if they're really going to attempt this. Ashland showing it's starting to bring the backers up as they're sending, they're sending a man in motion. That was number 13, Lewis, and a timeout call. That's exactly what Greenup tried to do, get Ashland to jump. It's 21-7, 2:03 to go, second quarter. We'll be right back on 97.9 The River.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
School's back and so is the routine. Food Fair is here to help make mealtime easier with Food Club and Craven Flavor Snacks. Perfect for breakfast, lunchboxes, or quick dinners on the go. From hearty breakfast options to after-school treats, these exclusive brands deliver the taste your family loves without busting your budget. At Food Fair, we're committed to affordable quality. That means snacks and meal solutions that work as hard as your family does. Shop smart this school year. Delightfully local, deliciously fresh. Only at Food Fair.
You're listening to Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
21-7 Ashland, 1:57 to go, second quarter. Casey Gammon punts it, and it goes to the Ashland 40. The Tomcats will start with it 1st and 10, as that's going to be Simpkins and Davis coming out in the backfield. Shotgun formation with Hughes back there. Wolf on the left at right out. Lyons and Duckweiler on the right. 1st and 10 Tomcats. He lead 21-7. 2-minute drill coming up. As it's handed off, it's fake to Davis. Lyons is open over the middle. Oh, and it goes right through his hands. That was an incredible fake. Fooled me, at least, as they faked it to Davis, that stretch play. Same play he ran the touchdown on to open it up, and then sent Lyons right over the middle, and he just couldn't haul it in. So 2nd and 10 now. A great play call by Coach Tackett and Coach Dowdy on that. 1:51 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 Ashland on their own 40 as they come out shotgun. One wide out left, trips right. And it's going to be handed off this time up the middle. Simpkins left side, 45-50, 45-40. The big guy's got a hole, and he's to the 20, the 20, 10. No one's going to get him. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tomcats. Brody Simpkins, 60 yards. And Ashland, 1:38 to go, second quarter, goes up 27-7. $139 unofficially. I mean, Simpkins goes over 100 yards now. I have both him and Davis over 100, and Ashland 27-7 again. Just nobody within 5 yards of the ball. Ashland's line getting an excellent push, and he took that one to the house. Snaps up to Woodman. He holds. Barnett's kick. Good. And it's 28-7 Ashland. 1:38 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back on 97.9 The River.
What is that thing? Oh my, the two big red eyes and the wings!
Oh yeah, funky babies. Word is that the Mothman has been spotted getting his groove on at the Ritter Park Amphitheater. And did you know Funkafest has expanded to 2 days this year? That's right, Funkafest 9, The Funk Awakens, is October 3rd and 4th in Huntington, West by God, Virginia. 2 jam-packed interdimensional days of soul-shaking live music from Sneezy, Jocelyn and the Sweet Compression, the MFB, Jeremy Shore, Joey H, Massey, Chocolate Four-Wheeler, DJ Charlie Black, and more. Plus, visual art, live painting, fire and flow performers, craft beer, food trucks, funky yoga, disc golf, the kids' corner, and that late-night silent disco on Saturday. Big love to our funky friends, The Loud, Bad Shepherd Beer Company, Bonhoff, Basque Smokehouse, Luna Pizza, Marshall University Sustainability Department, The Good Time Show, Vandalia Digital, Kindred Communications and Kindred Digital, and Graphic Solutions. Kids 12 and under get in free. Tickets at funkafest.com.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
And we're back, and Greenup returns at left side, where Ashland's able to wrap him up before he gets to the 20. As that was Hunter Crabtree, the freshman, returning, and looks like that was Nathaniel Williams, number 56, a sophomore, in on that. 1:30 to go in the second quarter. Ashland ahead 28-7. Greenup will have it 1st and 10, actually about their own, 22 actually. They'll have it, so they'll come out 1st and 10. Greenup's been running no huddle this whole game. I expect them to continue that. Of course, what a job Coach Jones has done there. 16-11, his record in 2.5 seasons, and the EKC Coach of the Year last year. And 5-man front for the Tomcats. It's snapped, handed off. No, Davis is going to carry it, and he's met right there. The key to victory tonight has been J.J. Keys. And on that left side, he penetrates, tackles Davis for a loss of 2. Jasper Davis of Greenup, his last 3 runs for -2, 0, and I was going to sack -4, but 2nd and 12 now. 1:04 to go first half. Ashland up 28-7. Greenup shotgun trips left. Wireman in the backfield. Slot back right. Actually, Davis sends Wireman to the right now of him. And it's snapped. Jasper Davis, Ashland sending 4, and they throw a screen. Wireman has it, 20, 25, close to the 30, and gets out of bounds. I think he had enough. He did. So, Vontae Taylor on that, him and Wolf, as that'll be a fresh set of downs for Greenup. So now Wireman, that's his second reception. But that clock running, they're taking their time, 20 seconds to go. That clock's not stopping. I thought he got out of bounds, but he must not. And Davis is going to take a knee. Of course, Greenup will get it to start the second half. That will do it here for the first half at Clark's Pump and Shot Putnam Stadium. It's 28-7, Ashland in the lead. We're going to take a break and come back here for halftime stats. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Hi, I'm Jason Hansen, a former CIA officer. In these uncertain times, with rising geopolitical tensions and skyrocketing inflation, protecting your financial future is crucial. That's why I trust Advantage Gold for all my precious metal investments. They're the only company I buy from, period. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 for a 100% free gold guide. See exactly how gold can safeguard your wealth. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance maker. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
The West Virginia Pumpkin Festival returns to Pumpkin Park in Milton, Thursday, October 2nd through Sunday the 5th, with family activities and over 100 skilled artisans displaying crafts, special exhibits, and demonstrations. Enjoy blacksmithing, apple butter making, a grist mill, music, and of course, the record-breaking giant pumpkins. Discounted tickets Thursday and Friday. Kids 5 and under are free. Follow the Pumpkin Festival on Facebook or Instagram for more. The West Virginia Pumpkin Festival, October 2nd through the 5th.
Hi, I'm Elise Smith, First Lady of Marshall University and founder of the Women Warrior Summit. As a woman of Appalachia, you know how much strength it takes to shift direction, especially when you're carving a new path forward. Maybe you've been thinking about changing careers, going back to school, or even refocusing your energy on something you once loved. I'm so proud to announce that the Women Warrior Summit is back for its 3rd year. where we'll be focusing on the power of pivoting and how to approach life's turning points with clarity, courage, and intention. We'll hear from journalist, author, and entertainer Hoda Kotb, explore Jenny Blake's coveted pivot method, and even talk about how AI can support our next steps, whatever they may be. Join us Friday, October 24th at the Marshall Health Network Arena. Visit WomenWarriorSummit.com to learn more. I hope to see you there.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
We're back here at halftime. Ashland leading 28-7 here. It's homecoming night as the festivities are going on. And right now, to go through some scores, the Russell leading Fleming County 14-0 right now. Here's one of note in the district. Boyd County and Johnson Central tied up at 7 in the second quarter. What an impressive showing for the Lions, I'll say. I mean, and Johnson Central, of course, has been mauling it this year. And Boyd just lost so much from last year. Rhett Holbrook headlining a key senior class for them, and just hard to replace all those guys. And a lot of people question how Boyd was going to be this year. Well, they have a 4-1 start right now and playing an impressive game right now against Johnson Central, keeping it interesting. As now Ashland, though, the end of the first half, leads Greenup County 28-7 here at Clark's Pump and Shot Putnam Stadium. As right now Hughes 0 for 3 tonight, and just had an interception early, and he had a pass dropped, had a player wide open over the middle, but just couldn't haul it in. So a big, but I mean, all in all, having a good game. Davis right now, again, these numbers are unofficial. 116 on 5 carries for him. I have Simpkins at 133 on 5. So that puts Ashland at 255. Then Hughes was 7, and Taylor. So that's Ashland above. Yeah, I'm making sure my numbers are adding up because 262. Yeah, I've got Ashland 300, 314. Taylor has 55 yards on 4 carries, including a 26-yard touchdown run. Duckweiler 1 for 2. But Ashland had the ball first play of the game after Greenup deferred. Would start with it on the 27-yard line, and Cam Davis would score with 11:39 to go in the first to make it 7-0. Ashland would then force a Greenup punt, move the ball downfield. Simpkins busted a big run before fumbling right on the left side. I've never seen a fumble like that, the way that happened in that game. He was running down the left side. The defender just lunged forward and stripped it out, but was able to get it out. I have my good friend Chris Pullum coming in here. Hello to Chris, and also our good friend at South Ashland Giovanni's. Thank you for the food they brought us. But Simpkins was running down the left side. It was stripped out. The ball looked like it was going out of bounds and then bounced right back in, and Greenup was able to hustle and track it down. Then would run a halfback pass from to Casey Gammon. That was Nolan Clarkson, who made a 59-yard play to him to get to the Ashland 27 before 2 downs later. On 3rd and 10, Arthur Wireman would break a 24-yard run to get to the 3 of Ashland, and 2 plays later, Davis would punch it in for the score to tie it up at 7, and then Ashland would get it back though, and come down to score on a run by Trey Taylor, Trevonta Taylor, 26 yards, and then Greenup got it back. Ashland got a stop, but then Greenup would get an interception, returning the ball to the Ashland 40 or to their own 45. Started to get some momentum, but Ashland was able to get a stop, a big sack on 4th down. They've had multiple sacks tonight. J.J. Keys and Rade Rucker making some noise in there. Ashland would score and get the ball back and score in the second quarter. Another long run by Cam Davis, 35 yards, which put them up 21-7. And before Ashland would get it back with 5:09. So yes, to go in the second quarter. Then Ashland would have it back, and this time, after a stop and again, Simpkins would bust loose 60 yards on the carry for the touchdown, and putting Ashland up. But Barnett 4 for 4 on PATs tonight. Ashland would go up 28-7. Right now, we have about 16 minutes to go until the start of the second half. Homecoming festivities here at Clark's Pump and Shop Putnam Stadium. But again, a great showing right now for the Tomcats. It's just the turnovers right now that's hurt them. Had a couple turnovers in Greenup County territory, but it's overall, though, when you can run the ball like that and the backs have 5+ yards before they're even touched, it's a good night running the ball. Greenup County is resilient, and again, this is a sign of a well-coached team. I think that they're coming in, they're trying to trick Ashland in some ways, like the halfback pass. They're trying to win this ball game. I mean, they're not coming in and just laying down. I'm very impressed with Greenup County for that. But we're going to take a break and come back. It's 28-7, Ashland leading at halftime. We have about 15 minutes before we get things back underway. You're listening to 97.9 The River. We'll be back.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Clark's Pump and Shop is honored to serve the tri-state area with money-saving monthly specials on items that you love. Download from their app from the App Store. Or even more great value, sign up for their Clark's Loyalty Rewards to get cents off gas and earn points on each purchase to redeem for free products. Stop in today for fast, friendly customer service. Clark's Pump and Shop is a proud supporter of the Ashland Tomcats, fueling our hometown spirit every day. Return, refresh, and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank. Located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
What is that thing on the two big red eyes and the wings?
Oh yeah, funky babies. Word is that the Mothman has been spotted getting his groove on at the Ritter Park Amphitheater. And did you know Funkfest has expanded to 2 days this year? That's right, Funkafest 9, The Funk Awakens, is October 3rd and 4th in Huntington West by God, Virginia. 2 jam-packed interdimensional days of soul-shaking live music from Sneezy, Jocelyn and the Sweet Compression, the MFB, Jeremy Shore, Joey H, Massey, Chocolate Four-Wheeler, DJ Charlie Black, and more. Plus, visual art, live painting, fire and flow performers, craft beer, food trucks, funky yoga, disc golf, the Kids Corner, and that late-night silent disco on Saturday. Big love to our funky friends, The Loud, Bad Shepherd Beer Company, Von Hoff, Basque Smokehouse, Luna Pizza, Marshall University Sustainability Department, The Good Time Show, Vandalia Digital, Kindred Communications and Kindred Digital, and Graphic Solutions. Kids 12 and under get in free. Tickets at funkafest.com.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Hi, I'm Jason Hansen, a former CIA officer. In these uncertain times, with rising geopolitical tensions and skyrocketing inflation, protecting your financial future is crucial. That's why I trust Advantage Gold for all my precious metal investments. They're the only company I buy from, period. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 for a 100% free gold guide. See exactly how gold can safeguard your wealth. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance meter. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
The West Virginia Pumpkin Festival returns to Pumpkin Park in Milton, Thursday, October 2nd through Sunday the 5th, with family activities and over 100 skilled artisans displaying crafts, special exhibits, and demonstrations. Enjoy blacksmithing, apple butter making, a grist mill, music, and of course, the record-breaking giant pumpkins. Discounted tickets Thursday and Friday. Kids 5 and under are free. Follow the Pumpkin Festival on Facebook or Instagram for more. The West Virginia Pumpkin Festival, October 2nd through the 5th.
You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
We're back, and first off, I want to thank our friend Bill Cornwell for the updates. Spring Valley leading St. Albans 28-6 late in the second quarter. So what a game there, and Johnson Central leads Boyd County 14-7 now, and started. We're with Matthew Sparks of the ADI up here, the Daily Independent, our friends there, and Matthew's a good call. He said Johnson Central's and they are, no doubt, this year they've been a team that kind of warms up as the game goes on, and they were stopped at the Boyd 30 just before halftime. So Johnson Central starting to do what they do best, imposing their will, but Boyd, of course, has come a long way under Evan Ferguson. They had Johnson Central on the ropes in the playoffs just a couple years ago, so that will be interesting. For homecoming activities, as we're about 9 minutes to go until the start of the second half. Ashland up 28-7 at halftime right now over Greenup County. Lacey Hall is the first freshman attendant, the daughter of Josh and Angie Hall, a member of FBLA Key Club, a member of the Ashland volleyball team under Jason Clark, who does a great job with that, and escorted by her father, Josh. The second attendant is a freshman attendant, Catherine Hernandez, the daughter of Octavio Hernandez and Maria Batista. She is a member of the Ashland varsity cheer team and escorted by her father, Octavio. For the sophomores, there was Carson Nip, the daughter of Josh Nip and Candace Johnson, a varsity cheerleader also, and runs varsity track. She's being escorted by her grandfather, Jeff Adams. Then Ozza Van Sant, the daughter of Amy Van Sant and stepdaughter of Mark Wells. She's a member of the Key Club and on the Ashland volleyball team. Ozza is being escorted by her stepfather, Mark. For the juniors, there's Riley Rosario, the daughter of Adrian and Michelle Rosario, a member of the Kentucky Youth Assembly and FBLA. Riley is being escorted by her father, Adrian. Then the second junior attendant, Joelle Workman, the daughter of Joel and Tammy Workman, a member of the Key Club, Student Council, and Beta Club, and she is being escorted by her father, Joel. And the senior attendants one of these young ladies was crowned homecoming queen. First, Maya Hamilton, the daughter of Gerald Evans and Brianna Justice, the president of Beta Club, serves as the Kentucky-Tennessee District Historian for the Key Club and is escorted by her father, Gerald. The second senior attendant, Aniston Mertz, daughter of Chris and Kristen Mertz, plays Ashland varsity volleyball, a member of Youth for Christ, and a senior leader for youth leadership. She is escorted by her father, Chris. The third senior attendant, Hayden Workman, daughter of Josh and Kim Workman, plays Ashland varsity soccer, a member of the Youth for Christ and Pep Club. Hayden is escorted by her father, Josh. And the Paul Blazer Student Council members are assisting with the homecoming court. A big thank you to President Ashley Ingram, Secretary Lindsey Watts, and Treasurer Caroline Yates. And the winner was announced for the high school homecoming queen, and a big congratulations to Hayden Workman, who was crowned. And the Paul G. Blazer High School Student Council would like to also thank Roger Doss, and a big shout out to him and his wife Becca, and the Paul Blazer Marching Band. The Student Council would like to thank their sponsors, Mrs. Katie Bias, Mrs. Heather Coleman, and Mr. Justin Imels. So great halftime festivities here. We're about 6 minutes from the start of the second half. Ashland ahead 28-7 over Greenup County. And big shout out to Joe Schemfessel. I'm sure he's tuned in, a big fan, and all the way from Indiana, who's been a great Tomcat. Big shout out to him, and big shout out to this Ashland marching band out here doing a fantastic job as the Tomcats lead 28-7 right now. And again, it's Ashland just mauling up front, and that is no knock on Greenup. We have seen this all year. That line is not. I mean, the line always gets undercredited in a lot of ways, but these guys are doing as good as just about any offensive line I've seen, and they're getting a big push up front. They're disciplined coming off their blocks, and right now defensively, Ashland having a solid showing on that front. Greenup County with 100 and let's see, they have in the air 103 yards in the air, and right now Jasper Davis, a quarterback for them, is 5 for 6, 44 yards, but has been under heavy pressure. He's been sacked twice and done good despite that, though. And Nolan Clarkson came up and had a halfback pass off the option play, hitting Casey Gammon deep early in the play. Early in the game, Greenup would drive to go to tie the game at 7 on that. And meanwhile, though, the rushing game, Ashland has held that in check as Davis and Wireman have combined for a total of 35 yards on 20 carries. So the Tomcats doing a great job up front. Ashland does not have, I don't have them with a penalty tonight. Greenup had, I thought that one kickoff was going out of bounds, but it didn't. Greenup, on the other hand, has 4 for 30, and 3 of those are pre-snap penalties. They've had 2 false starts and an offsides penalty. We're close to the end of halftime. It's 28-7 Ashland over Greenup. We'll stop. They'll put a couple minutes back on the clock as the teams warm up. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Hi, I'm Elise Smith, First Lady of Marshall University and founder of the Women Warrior Summit. As a woman of Appalachia, you know how much strength it takes to shift direction, especially when you're carving a new path forward. Maybe you've been thinking about changing careers, going back to school, or even refocusing your energy on something you once loved. I am so proud to announce that the Women Warrior Summit is back for its 3rd year, where we'll be focusing on the power of pivoting and how to approach life's turning points with clarity, courage, and intention. We'll hear from journalist, author, and entertainer Hoda Kotb, explore Jenny Blake's coveted pivot method, and even talk about how AI can support our next steps, whatever they may be. Join us Friday, October 24th at the Marshall Health Network Arena. Visit WomenWarriorSummit.com to learn more. I hope to see you there.
Remodeling your house? Need to save money? Shop at Home Builder Supply, 1560 Diedrich Boulevard in Russell. They have everything you need, such as flooring tile, windows, vanities, cabinets, doors, trim, and much more. They can even do installations. For furniture and home decor, visit their new Home Builders Furniture location by Super Quick on Route 1 in Greenup. For personal service, affordable prices, and workmanship you can trust, go to Home Builders Supply in Russell and Home Builders Furniture in Greenup. They do it right. The Greenup Gazette is your weekly source for the best in local news, sports, and community connections delivered right to your mailbox. Locally owned and operated, the Greenup Gazette features Greenup County news happening in your neighborhood, reported by an award-winning local staff with decades of news reporting experience. Give a subscription for a Christmas gift, a gift that gives all year long. Read the news you want to know about. Visit their website at greenupgazette.com to get your subscription.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
Tomcats ahead 28-7 as we're getting ready to start the second half here at Clark's Puppet Shop Putnam Stadium. And right now it's over 300 yards on the ground for the Tomcats in the first half. That has been the key. That's the bottom line. They've just been able to impose their will up front, and right now off to a great start due to that. Meanwhile, some shout-outs I want to give. First off, I want to shout out whoever runs that Tomcats Nation YouTube page. That sounds like a real young guy. Encourage him to keep that up. And first off, a big thank you to him. So I got his kind words at the beginning. I know Dickie appreciated those very much, but he has uploaded some of the broadcasts of Dickie Martin, and actually, because I've used those for a while to take notes on. And, of course, last week was thanks to him doing that, able to go back and critique myself some. So a big thank you to whoever runs that page. A big shout-out to them. A big shout-out to Blake Holbrook, one of our longtime fans. And, of course, to two great Tomcats in the 2000s, Ian and Evan, who were great. And, I mean, truly a special family to me. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself in a lot of ways. And so much appreciation for them. A big, of course, shout-out to John Downey. A big shout-out to the people watching, and much appreciation for the encouragement for Greg Picklesheimer. Big shout-out to him as well. And then lastly, and definitely not least, a big shout-out to our good friend, the voice of the Tomcats, Dickie Martin. And, I mean, for me personally, I came up to Dickie at the halftime of Ashland Lawrence Women's Basketball 2019 to ask him for advice, and ended up getting invited to do a game with him. And now it's led to a lot of other things that have been, I mean, the time he spent, and people don't see that, the time he spent, like he spent a lot of time, like he'll watch a game and critique it. I mean, for he has done, we're all praying for him a speedy recovery, as now Ashland up 28-7, taking the field as Barnett will kick off. And Greenup now sending their guys a little bit further back on the kickoff return. They had number 14 Braden Rowe lined up in the middle, but nobody really around him, and Ashland just kept kicking it left and right of him. So now Greenup has adjusted. Rowe's gonna get it at about the 2. And he's going to get to the 15, the 20-yard line. The ball bounced off the ground way up in the air, which gave Ashland some more time to get back. That looks like Gist got back there, number 9. So 28-7 Ashland, 11:54 to go here in the second half. And Greenup will start with the football. Their score came off the 2-yard Jasper Davis run to tie it at 7, as a big part of that was the halfback pass from Casey Gammon, or to Casey Gammon from Nolan Clarkson that helped set that up. As now Greenup will come out 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line, on the 21-yard line, about their own, close to their own 21, as Wheelersburg takes a 14-9 lead over Ironton in the third quarter. In other scores, it's Snap Davis, and he's going to hand it off up the left side, and J.J. Keys there again, right at the line. Got him right at the line. So it's 2nd and 10 now, as Wireman gets back. Wireman on his 11th carry Ashland doing a good job holding him to 22 yards. Wireman's a dangerous back. On that 3rd and 10 early, when they were on the 27, he busted right through there for a big run. Is now Greenup coming out, 2 wideouts right, 1 left. Shotgun with Wireman and Davis. It's handed off, and no, it's faked, thrown over the middle, and caught, as that's going to be number 13. That's Lewis who catches it and gets close to the Ashland 50. That was a great fake that Greenup had, and that is a gain of 24. Mason Wolf making the tackle. That's Lewis's 2nd reception, so Lewis now up to 32 yards on that end. So 1st and 10, Greenup from the Ashland 47. Right back on the line, trips right. Wireman in the backfield with Davis. 10:53 to go. Greenup trails Ashland 28-7. It's handed up the middle for a gain of about 2 on the left side. An off tackle play as Wireman's going to get that on his 12th carry. 2nd and 8 coming up for Greenup on their own 49. 10:36 to go. They trail Ashland 28-7. Shotgun, H-back to the right. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As Davis instructing his team. Wireman on the right of him at the running back position. And sends a man in motion, and Davis is going to drop back and throw it deep. He has a man open. Gammon catches it at about the Ashland 10. That looked like... So they sent... Ashland, they're looking to get back on the run, but they sent number 13 Lewis toward the sidelines and then sent Gammon deep down that. It almost looked like one of those. I only saw this against Prestonsburg in 04, but that looked like somewhat of a snake in the grass type play. Those are extremely rare. I have to see the replay on that, but it's 44-yard gain. They are at the 7-yard line of Ashland. Davis 2 for 2 for 68 yards as they go to Wireman right side, a gain of 2 on that. So Davis now 7 for 8 for 112. And Gammon now has surpassed 100 yards receiving on 3 receptions. He's at 109. 2nd and goal from the 5 for Greenup. They trail Ashland 28-7. Here in the 3rd quarter, 9:43 to go. As they're going shotgun, H-back left, back left. It's handed off. No, Davis carries it left side for a gain of 1 or 2. So that'll be 3rd and goal from about the 4. Actually, they may saw he gained a yard about. So Davis with 11 carries, Wireman for 12 as Ashland leads 28-7 with 9:17 to go. 3rd quarter. Greenup now 3rd and goal from the 4 as that's going to be an H-back, Melvin to the left side, and also Wireman to the left side of Davis, and shotgun, 2 wideouts right, 1 left. 3rd and goal from the 4. Greenup trailing by 21 here in the 3rd. Man in motion, and it's snapped. Davis looks across the middle, not there. Throws to the outside, but Wolf is there to deflect it. They tried to get it to Lewis on the out route, and they sent him across the middle in motion and had him running out, trying to get him open a little bit, and sent a receiver crossing across the middle, trying to get somebody loose there. Ashland did a really good job covering that, and now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 4. Greenup shotgun trips left as Gammon goes a little bit close to the line, actually, as almost a tight end as Davis drops back under pressure, throws to the middle, deflected out, and Ashland's defense holds with 8:48 to go in the 3rd. And the pass goes right through the hands. I think that was Gammon. Tried to get him over the middle, and just a lot of traffic in there as that got knocked out, and Ashland will have it, leading 28-7 from their own 4-yard line. So a pass play of 44 and 24 for Greenup on this drive, but Ashland's defense able to hold on the goal line as now the Tomcats will take over 1st and 10. So as Greenup now actually with 171 through the air. 8:48 to go here. Ashland 1st and 10. 2 backs. Shotgun as it's handed off. Trey Taylor right side, and he's gobbled up at the line. Maybe gets 1. Devontae Taylor will get that, and that he is up. He has 56 yards, including a 26-yard touchdown run early. 2nd and 9, Ashland from their own 5. as they were able to come up with the goal line stand, as that's going to be one wide out each side. H back to the left and back to the left. That's handed off and bottled up at the line again. I believe that was Davis that time. Yes, that was Davis. 8 minutes to go. It's 28-7 Ashland leading. They have it 3rd and 7 from their own 8-yard line. Cam Davis with 118 right now on 6 carries unofficially. 2 scores for him. 3rd and 7. Ashland with it on their own 7-yard line. They need to get to about the 14 here in the third quarter. They lead 28-7, 7:37 to go. Shotgun formation. It's handed off right up the middle, and Ashland, Greenup stops them. So 3 plays up the middle, 3 stops for Greenup. That was Trey Taylor carrying it that time, and Ashland will be likely punting coming up 4th and 5 right now with 7:16 to go here in the second half. Or in the third, I'm sorry. As that's what they do. Cam Davis coming out to punt. That will be back for Greenup. Will be number 5, Tyler Johnson, the senior, returning. So Davis to punt. Johnson lined up about the 50. Timeout. We'll be right back. It's 28-7 Ashland on 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
28-7 with 6:47 to go in the third quarter. Ashland in the lead. Cam Davis punts, and it goes out of bounds at about the Ashland 48. So Greenup will take over. Davis had to punt way back. It was 4th and 5. Ashland had it from about their own 9. As now Greenup will have it in Ashland territory starting this drive. As that's Davis and shotgun formation. Wireman to the right of him. 3 wideouts on the left side. As Greenup has a fresh set of downs in Ashland territory. Davis to drop back, and they run that screen to Wireman again, left side. He catches it and gets 45-40, close to the 35, a first down. Wireman, his 3rd reception. And that is a gain of about 13, and not a bad, actually 12, not about a bad call, a good call by Greenup is now. That is as Davis now 8 for 11. They're right back on the line. 2 wideouts left, right, 1 left. Back Wireman to the right of Davis. It snaps. Davis fakes it, carries it right side. Stiff arms tries to get away. He rolls to the right, and he's dropped down. A big hit in the backfield from Mason Wolf. That'll be a loss of about 3. Actually making more like 5. That's going to be... So Wolf just that was again, Davis got it clogged up in the middle, tried to break it to the outside. Wolf was right there to get him. And now 2nd and 15 for Greenup. That screen has had some success. They're catching Ashland being aggressive, rushing. They had a 12-yard gain on the first play as Davis drops back, and the pass is incomplete. 5:45 to go here in the third. It's Ashland 28-7. Greenup now with it 3rd and 15 on at the Ashland 41-yard line. They need to get to the Ashland 26 about to get the first. Here with 5:45 to go in the third. They're coming out shotgun, H back left, 2 wideouts left, 1 right. As that's Wireman, Davis drops back, has time. He's going deep, and it's way short of Gammon and incomplete. So Jasper Davis, now 2 incompletions on this drive, and it'll be 4th and 15 for Greenup as they trail Ashland 28-7 with 5:38 to go in the third quarter. They'll send out the punting unit. So Ashland's defense coming up big for them here in the third. Greenup, who had a big drive to get down to the Ashland 4, but Ashland was able to stop them on downs. But Ashland had 3 straight plays up the middle that were stopped. Credit to Greenup's defense. Special big credit to them, actually. So the call late, so a penalty. And that was, did they call it unsportsmanlike? Yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Greenup County, which does not help them at all. That's a 15, so it is 4th and 30. They are now punting from their own 45. They're lined up on their own 45. Davis lined up about the 25-yard line. And Gammon, that might have been blocked. It rolls up. That's a short roll. It goes to about the 35 of Ashland. I could not see if they got a hand on it, but number 33, Brandon McGee, just shot through that middle, and I think he might have gotten a piece of that. But regardless, Ashland will take over 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. He shot through there and got a hand up. It didn't alter the punt, or it altered the punt. It didn't totally block it, but the ball bounced over to the 36-yard line where Ashland will now take over 1st and 10. That's going to be Davis and Simpkins in the backfield. Lyons and Duckweiler on the right side at wideout. And I believe that's Wolf on the left side. It's handed off Davis, right side, looking to run. 1st and 10 Tomcats. He's met in the backfield. Greenup County getting there. Ashland with 3:14 at halftime on the ground as Davis gets tackled for a loss of 2. Cam Davis, as Ashland leading 28-7 here in the third. We'll have it 2nd and about 12 now. So 5 minutes to go here in the third. And it's going to be Simpkins in the backfield. As that's Tanner Stutler out there, by the way, at quarterback now for the Tomcats. Trips wideouts left. Mason Wolf isolated on the right side. Stutler hands it off as that's going to be handed off to Simpkins. Has a little bit of room and gains about 7. That'll make it 3rd and 5. So Simpkins now up to 146 I have him at on the ground, including a 60-yard touchdown run in the first half. And with 4:30 to go here in the third quarter, it's Ashland leading 28-7. 3rd and 5 Tomcats from their own 41. They need to get to their own 46 to get the first down. That is Simpkins in the backfield with Stutler. 2 wideouts left, 2 right. Greenup 4-man front. It's snapped. They send the blitz. Stutler has time and thrown. They got that at the line again. Much credit to Greenup County. That was number 3, Eric Campbell. They made a last-minute shift and set some pressure around the right side. It wasn't so much they got back there, but they did a good job. Campbell got his hands up at the line of scrimmage, and there's nothing more frustrating for a quarterback because I think Stutler had a good read over the middle, but a good job by Campbell to get his hands up. Ashland to punt now, 4th and 5, so 2 possessions for Ashland, 2 punts here starting the second half. Davis to punt. Greenup lined up about the 25 as that goes back, and that's going to be returned by number 5. That's Johnson. He's going to get to a couple yards. So Johnson, Greenup will have it 1st and 10 on their own 25 starting out. So Ashland struggling to move the ball a little bit in this half. Their defense has been what carried them, and they've had their backs pinned against the wall a couple times. 4th and goal from the 4 that Greenup County had, which they came through and stopped, and then another stop where they had it in Ashland territory. So now Greenup will start with it on their own 25, trailing Ashland 28-7 here in the third quarter with 3:54 remaining. Right now, Ashland with both Cam Davis and Brody Simpkins over 100 yards. Greenup coming out, shotgun, Davis and Wireman in the backfield, 3 wideouts left side. And Davis, low snap, he bobbles it a bit. He squeaks around the right side and gets nowhere. And Jasper Davis, again, that line is just getting in there and clogging it up. It looks like that was, I believe that was Simpkins and possibly number 23, Nolan Russell, that got back there to make the play. Game of 1 for Davis, who carried it for his 13th time tonight. So now 2nd and 9 for Greenup on their own 25, 3:20 to go, third quarter. As they're coming out, 2 wideouts left, one right and a back. Wireman, they fake it to him, and pass thrown to Gammon, and I don't think Gammon was aware. He was tied up with Sam Lyons there at just past the line of scrimmage. It looked like they were going to try a quick feed to him, possibly over the middle, or they were expecting something different. It looked like Gammon was expecting to possibly run something else, as now it's 3rd and 9, Greenup, 3:09 to go. Ashland leading 28-7 here in the third. They have to get to their own 35 to get the first down. It's 3rd and 9. As they're going 2 wideouts left, 1 right, H-back left, and Wireman lined up to the left. They're going to send Wireman to the flats, but they go across the middle and tried to get it to number 5, Johnson, and that one is incomplete. Dalen Farrow on the coverage, number 26. So Greenup will have it 4th and 9 now and likely punt. That's what they do. They send in Gammon to punt with 3:02 to go in the third quarter. It's Ashland leading 28-7 right now. So Davis lined up about the 37-yard line as Gammon gets ready to send it off. High snap. Gammon's kick, this time way up there. Hits Ashland 45. Davis runs up. It hits his hand. He has to roll on it. He loses it. Greenup County. Davis, just not a good move. Davis ran up and tried to, I think, acted like he was running toward the ball, and then it bounces, hits his arm, and then as he's going for it, the Greenup defender tackles him, and another Greenup player runs over to get it. So they will have the ball now in Ashland territory about the 26-yard line. We'll see where it's officially spotted, about the 27. So they'll have it 1st and 10 with 2:51 to go here in the third quarter as they trail Ashland 28-7. So Ashland just not, their defense has been on the field. They've had 2 offensive possessions, both quick 3-and-outs punts, as Greenup now shotgun 2 wideouts right, 1 left. They hand it off. No, it's a fake. Jasper Davis will carry it, and he's met Luke McCoy and others in there to get the stop, and that'll be a loss of 2. So Jasper Davis at quarterback for Greenup again. Also the team's leading rusher. That's his 14th carry, but right now 8 total yards tonight because they're doing a great job just clogging that middle. And one thing he has done a fantastic job of, both him and number 9, Asher Wireman, is carrying out their fakes. Greenup now in shotgun trips right, 2nd and 12, 2:13 to go, third quarter. It's 28-7, Ashland in the lead. They fake the run, and wide receiver screen. It's thrown out there for a gain of about 3. That is caught by, trying to see who was quite a, there's a way, yes, that is number 5, Tyler Johnson. And thank you to Matthew for that one. Is that going to be his, he has 2 receptions now for 17 yards. Davis up to 129 through the air. 3rd and 9 for Greenup. They trail Ashland 28-7 on the Ashland 31. They need to get to the Ashland 22 to get the first down. Shotgun 2 wideouts right, 1 left. And it's fake. They pitch it to, as an option play, it's pitched to Wireman, and he's going to get close. He has it, I think, the first down. That's exactly what they did. They faked it up the middle and then instead sent Wireman out and pitched it to him for a gain of 10. One of the few times Asher Wireman has seen daylight tonight. He has 34 yards on 3 carries. Only one run of 3 yards, 1 of 10, and 1 of 24. The rest he's had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those have been for 1 or less. So now Greenup with it 1st and 10 on the Ashland 22 about, as it's handed off to Wireman up the middle. Simpkins gets him after a gain of about 2. With 1 minute to go in the third, it's 28-7 Ashland lead. Clock continuing to run at this point as Greenup now will have it 2nd and 9 on the Ashland 21. And it's safe to say this is 4-down territory for them where they're at. As Ashland leads 28-7 with 44 seconds to go here in the third. They're going trips right. The back wireman is lined up to the left. This time also a tight end on the left. As it's snapped, it's a pass. 3-man rush from the Tomcats. Davis goes deep, and that one is caught. That is caught. That is a touchdown for Greenup County. That was hanging up in the air, and Landry Lewis was able to use his body to get separation in the end zone and come down with it for the score. So Davis collects his second touchdown. He has one rushing. That's Landry's third reception. Davis now 150 through the air, including a passing touchdown and 8 on the ground with a rushing touchdown. Kick coming now for Greenup for number 7, Carter Nunley. It's up, and that one's good. 27.9 to go in the third. It's 28-14, Ashland leading. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text? Online loan payments? Even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
We're back, and it's going to be kicked off by number 7, Nunley. Ashland with Farrow and Woodman back to return. Here as Greenup County scores on a 21-yard pass from Jasper Davis to Landry Lewis. And it's kicked left, bounces to about the 10. Woodman gets it. He's 15-20. Woodman cuts back, has room on the right side, 35-40. Woodman gets close to the 50-yard line before he's brought down by Nunley, the kicker. Tanner Woodman, a great cut and some good blocking on that right side to help. And Ashland will start with 1st and 10 at midfield with 20.7 to go here in the third. They lead 28-14 over Greenup. So Tanner Woodman, a nice run, and good job reading that return. It's set up nicely for him as Ashland now will have it at midfield. But Greenup, that last touchdown pass, they threw it up, it hung a long time in the air, and Landry just positioned himself nicely on that. Landry Lewis Jr. Ashland shotgun trips left. Wolf on the right at wideout. 1st and 10 at midfield. Tanner Stutler's going to roll out left. He throws it to Cam Davis, who catches it for a first down on the out route. So Davis, that's going to be a gain of 11. So Stutler now with it, 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line at Greenup County, as it's going to be him and Simpkins in the backfield. Wolf on the left side. Duckweiler, Davis, and Lyons on the right. It's handed off up the right side. So Simpkins has room for about 8 and a flag down, and that's in the... I'm going to lean that's a holding penalty. We'll see what the official call is as Ashland leads 28-14 with 6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And waiting on the call. This is actually the first penalty tonight, assuming it is against Ashland, and that's exactly what it is. It's a holding call. So, again, but again, Ashland just continuing to get that push up front, though. First and 10, or first and 15 about, so the hold came a little bit after or a little bit during the run after gain yardage, and that's going to do it for the third 28-14 Ashland lead. They'll have it first and 15 from the Greenup 44 after the break on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
Ashland with it going right to left as it's first and 15. It's handed off to Simpkins up the middle. He's going to gain 3. Greenup County adjusting nicely to the run here in the second half, and it's going to be 2nd and 11 coming up here for Ashland. 11:38 to go, 28-14 Ashland. They have it on the Greenup County 41, 2nd and 12. Under a holding penalty early. Negated a 7-yard run from Simpkins. As they'll come out, that's Stutler and in the backfield. Simpkins to the right of him. Lyons, Davis, and Duckweiler on the right side at wide out. Wolf isolated on the left side. Stutler rolls right. Looking, has a little time. Thrown, and it's picked off by Greenup County. Jasper Davis, 50, 45, 40. One man to beat, and Davis will run it into the end zone untouched for the pick 6 with 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Greenup County has responded. Ashland with their third turnover of the game. And now Greenup has cut the lead back to 1 score. It's 28-20, and they have a chance to make it one more here with 11:02 to go in the fourth. Like I said, this is a very well-coached Greenup County football team. I said that coming in. Travis Jones has done a fantastic job there, and Jasper Davis, number 0, made an excellent read and now has all 3 of Greenup's touchdowns, a passing touchdown as he comes out to hold for Nunley, the kicker, number 7 for Greenup, and it's put up and nearly blocked, but it got through there on the left side just barely, and it's now 28-21, 11:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
Greenup County scores on a 65-yard pick 6 by Jasper Davis. As Ashland now coming out to return, they lead 28-21. It looked like they were getting ready to be in cruise control at halftime, but Greenup has outscored them 14-0 here in the second half. As it's kicked off to Tanner Woodman, right side. He's to the 15, spins off a tackler, gets to the 20, trying to fight through and gets to about the 23. And this Greenup County crowd has come alive. 10:55 to go in the second half. It's 28-21. And it's turnovers that's been the story for Ashland. A fumble in the first half on a long run that Greenup recovered. They would score on that next drive. They had an interception in the first half, and then another interception just now for a pick six. As now they're going to put Hughes back in the game at quarterback. And that's going to be him and Simpkins in the backfield. Lyons, Davis, and Duckweiler on the left side at wideout. So first and 10 Tomcats from their own 22. And that's Wolf on the right side. It's Hughes is going to keep it up the middle and gain about 7. That'll be 2nd and 3 Tomcats. That's Hughes' second carry. He's at 14 yards. Here with 10:38 to go in the fourth. It's 28-21. Ashland in the lead. Two backs now. Simpkins and Davis in the backfield. Lyons and Duckweiler on the left at wideout. Wolf on the right. Snapped it. Greenup in a 4-man front. And Davis cuts back, goes up the middle. Has a little room for the first down and gets a few more. About 5. Gets to about the 37-yard line. Big pile of bodies there as one gets up okay. And a gain of 9 by Davis, who's up to 125 on the ground now. Another first down for Ashland. And they're going that trips left again. And he shows that Simpkins in the backfield. He's going to carry it up the middle for about 5 more. So Simpkins now gets it. He's up to actually going to be about 6. Simpkins is up to 155, unofficial, of course. There are 9:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 28-21. Ashland leading Greenup. Greenup now has scored 14 in a row, though. They trailed 28-7 at halftime. They hand it off Davis, right side. He breaks through a tackler at 50, 45, 40. Davis is loose. 30, cuts back, 25, 20, and he's going into the end zone for 57 yards. Cam Davis all the way. Touchdown runs of 73, 35, and 57 as Davis now unofficially up to 192 on the ground. 7 touchdowns in 2 weeks. That's putting in a workload. As now Ashland takes a 34-21 lead with 9:22 to go here in the fourth. It's a big one by Cam Davis as they ran that same play they scored on where he ran for 73 yards, a little stretch play to the right. He broke off a tackler. Tyler Johnson was there. It looked like he had him for a second and then spun around another as the kick is up and good by Barnett, and he was off to the races as now it's 35-21 Ashland, 9:22 to go in the ball game. We'll be back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
Cam Davis takes it 57 yards for the score for Ashland. Troy Barnett now 5 of 5 on extra points as Ashland takes a 35-21 lead with 9:22 remaining in the game. Barnett's kick goes deep. It'll be fielded about the 7-yard line. And Greenup has it. That's number 14 Rowe. He breaks through a tackler, gets to about the 34-yard line. And that's the first one he's caught, really, that's been over the middle They keep him alone in the back, and Ashland's been kicking it to his left and right the whole night. And doing a good job getting it up there, too, as now Greenup will start with it 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Ashland with a big response and a 2-play drive for 60 yards after a pick six coming from, or the pick six that came from Jasper Davis to cut the Ashland lead to 28-21. Ashland's biggest lead is at 28-7. Jake Davis fakes the pass, throws it. He has room left side, 40, 45, close to the 50, and a first down for Greenup. That's going to be a gain of 16. The biggest run of the night for Davis, Jasper Davis of Greenup County. Number 0 as that's his 15th carry. He faked the throw to the flats, which has been effective, and then ran it, had room on that left side. 1st and 10 Greenup at midfield now. 9:05 to go in the fourth, 35-21. Ashland, it's handed off, guard and tackle pull. Wireman has it right side, that's number 5, Tyler Johnson, who carries it, and he's going to get 4. So 2nd and 6 for Greenup at the Ashland 46, 8:48 to go here in the fourth as Ashland leads at 35-21. Greenup looking to chip into that, and they've had some big passes in the second half. A touchdown pass of 21, pass completions of 44 and 24. As now Davis snaps, he has time. He goes on the post pattern, but way over the head of, looked like Gammon. It was Gammon or Lewis they were going for, but they sent him on a post route. And Ashland Greenup sent it back to protect that time. They have Wireman give an additional layer because Ashland's line has just been getting through there. And when you can rush 4 and get a good pass rush, that is definitely what you want for your defensive coverage. As 8:24 now, it's 3rd and 6. Greenup with it on the Ashland 46 as they trail Ashland 35-21. They're coming out in shotgun, back right, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Screen play to Wireman, but it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Who else? J.J. Keys, number 7, the sophomore. And it's a hard screen to stop. Davis drops back, and it's a slow-setting screen. The line pulls over to the middle, and they try to get it to Wireman there. He's had a couple times that's been effective. As now Greenup with it 4th and 6. They're going to go for this on the Ashland 46 as Greenup trails Ashland 35-21. 8:17 to go in the fourth quarter. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Davis and Wireman in the backfield. As they send Lewis in motion, left to right. They move him more toward the slot, actually, as he's in there, and that's going to be snapped, and the whistles blow. Some confusion on Greenup's side. It's 35-21 Ashland. They call timeout. We'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank. Located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Tomcat football action on 97.9 The River.
35-21 Ashland. Greenwood with it 4th and 6 on the Ashland 46. And the pass is deflected at the line of scrimmage, but sails right into the hands of number 13, Landry Lewis, for the first down. There are 4 receptions for 36 yards on a touchdown for him, and he keeps the Greenup drive going with 8:05 to go here in the fourth. Greenup with it 1st and 10 on the Ashland 39-yard line. They line right back up. They're going no huddle. Shotgun trips left. Wireman at the tailback position, Davis at quarterback. Wide at receiver screen to Casey Gammon, and he's met light at the line by number 5, Keyshawn Newman. Gammon, who has over 100 yards. I have him unofficially at 109 receiving. That's his 4th reception. 2nd and 10 now, and Gammon also a fantastic basketball player for Greenup as well. 2nd and 10 from the Ashland 38. The Greenup now, that's Davis and Wireman in the backfield. 3 wideouts right, 1 left. And Davis drops back, goes to Landry over the middle, and that's going to be a pass interference called against Mason Wolf. So that is going to be Ashland's 2nd penalty. They have a holding penalty called earlier. They have 2 for 25 now, Greenup, and that'll be a first down for Greenup. They'll get it at the Ashland 23 after pass interference called over the middle, as they tried to hit Landry. They sent Landry on a sort of a post pattern and tried to get him open, and Wolf was right there and got called for it. And Greenup now with 5 for 45, including 3 pre-snap penalties. As Davis, it's going to be an option. He pitches it out. The ball hits the ground and goes out of bounds. As number 33, Brandon McGee, was nearly on that. So that'll be 2nd and let's call that 10 for Greenup. Yeah, we're holding it. We're like, that went out of bounds, so 2nd and 10, Greenup. They'll have it on the Ashland, actually about the Ashland 28. I thought they were going to move to 23. That's going to be, and fakes. Davis runs that left side and gets grabbed from behind by Newman. As Johnson Central, and other updates, Johnson Central with 5 minutes to go in the 4th goes up 21-7 over Boyd. Boyd really showed 4-1 this year, really showing their strength. Ironton retakes the lead over Wheelersburg late 3rd, 15-14, and Russell up 42-14 on Fleming County right now. As with 3rd and 9, it's on Greenup has it on the Ashland 27-yard line. They need to get to about the 18 of Ashland to get the first down. That's Davis, him and Wireman. Davis pump fakes, throws deep to Gannon, and it's deflected out of there by Taylor. Number 30, a big stop, and a nice play call by Jones. They sent Gannon on the out route. So Casey Gammon, they sent him there. They faked the throw to him. Then Gammon runs deep and tried to get it to him, but it was and Davis has a great arm, but just a high-hanging football on that. So a lot of time a whole lot of time in the air, and it came down, and Taylor was able to position himself nicely. 4th and 9 from the Ashland 27. Greenup has to get the first down. They have to get to the Ashland 18. Shotgun, 2 wideouts right, 1 left. Davis under pressure, rolls left, thrown, and I think that was close, and it was caught for a first down. That was Tyler Johnson. They sent him on a hook route on the left side. And, I mean, he barely caught that. That was, first off, good awareness by Johnson as he had it. He tiptoed in bounds, just barely hung on and positioned himself. But that was a good job knowing where the sideline was and was able to get that and haul it in for the first down. As Davis now to 160 passing. It's handed off up. Davis will carry it. So Jasper Davis, though, gets stopped at the line as Ashland leads 28-14 with 5:56 to go in the second half. 2nd and 10, Greenup County. So they'll have it on the Ashland 18-yard line, as that's Davis and Wireman in the backfield. That's going to be Gammon, Johnson, and Lewis on the left side at the trips wideout. So now 2nd and 10, Greenup, 5:28 to go in the 4th. As Davis, it's a pass, he rolls out left side, has room to run, 15, tripped up at the 10 about by Rucker. 5:16 to go here in the 4th, and Rucker, that was almost a shoestring tackle, and that stops him. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2. So Davis, two of his last 3 runs have gone for 24 yards combined, as he's starting to get a little more room here in the second half. 3rd and 2, Greenup on the Ashland 10. They need to get to the 8 to get the first down. They're coming out in shotgun. 2 wideouts right, 1 left. It's handed off to Wireman, and he's that's going to be awful close. I don't think he got there. That might have been a half-yard short, but that is where they're going to spot it. So Wireman will gain 1. Newman was in on that tackle, as was number 64, Ben Pritchard. So 37 yards on 16 carries now for Arthur Wireman. It's 4th and 1, Greenup on the Ashland 9. 4:20 to go in the game. Ashland leading 35-21. That's going to be shotgun with Davis and Wireman back there. Wireman to the right. Davis or Melvin at the H-back position, and a flag down. Greenup jumped. Ashland sent the backers, so it looked like they were crashing down a little bit. You were getting ready to blitz, and somebody jumped. So that 4th and 1 will be a 4th and 6 now. Greenup up to 50 yards and penalties. 4 of those have been pre-snapped. 3 false starts and offsides defensively, as they're keeping in that same formation. That's Wireman now on the left of Davis at the running back position. At the H-back on the right side is number 44. That's Colin Melvin. Snapped, it's a pass. Davis across the middle. It's picked up by Taylor. He's going to have it. 5-10. Taylor maybe to the 15. I thought he might have a chance to break out, but he gets tripped up. That's Greenup County with their first interception of the game. And Jasper Davis has played about as good as it gets for them at quarterback, but with 3:41 to go, that's going back to Ashland, and they'll have it 1st and 10, actually, on about their own 15 here with 3:41 to go, about the 14 with 3:41 to go. That's number 30, Trey Taylor, coming up with the interception. And that was big. Again, Ashland, a red zone stop. They had a stop on 4th and goal from the 4 earlier in this half. Ashland, who led by as much as 28-7 before Greenup would score 14 in a row, in particular the interception return for a touchdown by Jasper Davis. That cut it to 28-21. And now Ashland with it, up 14 in the ball. They're coming out in Wishbone. As it's Hughes in the backfield, it's handed off up the middle. Simpkins is going to plow through for 6. And that's the first time we've seen Ashland come out in this all game. A great series this has been with Greenup. You look at some classic games. In 1977, the 7-5 game, although Greenup ended up winning, Ashland nearly upsetting a state championship team. And then 2021 here, maybe the best 0-7 team ever, when Ricky Padron busted loose for 40 yards to score and late, and Ashland win 14-7. As Davis and Simpkins are at the tailback positions. I believe that's McCoy at the fullback in the Wishbone. It's handed off to Davis right side, and he's going to get the first down and maybe a couple more as he gets it on that 2nd and 4, sure enough. Good sportsmanship by Ben Reen there, as now Davis he is up to 158 on 10 carries, including touchdown runs of 73, 35, and 57. 1st and 10, Tomcats, 2:40 to go on their own 25. As they're sticking to that wishbone formation, that's going to be Davis and Simpkins at the tailback position, McCoy at the fullback. So they got on their own, about 26 actually. 1st and 10. It's snapped, handed off. They're going to Simpkins. Big hole left side, 35, 40, 45, and he's brought down by number 5, Tyler Johnson. So a 19-yard run for Brody Simpkins. And Simpkins now up to 159 on the ground. This is unofficial. I have Simpkins at 159, Davis at 156. 2:05 to go here in the second half. 35-21 Ashland lead and a fresh set of downs. As it's going to be 1st and 10. They're coming out. They'll stick with that wishbone, I'd say. That they do. That's Davis and McCoy at the tailback positions now. And I believe that's Roddy Rucker at the fullback. And it's pitched to Davis, right side. Davis breaks through a defender and gets about 8 yards. Ashland just getting that yardage they need to turn the clock. Davis now up to 164 unofficially. Davis 164, actually mistaked Brody Simpkins. He's up to 162 on the ground. 1:18 to go here in the fourth. 2nd and 2. They have it on the green at 46. As Ashland now, I think they're going to go away from the wishbone. I see Dalen Farrow coming in, as is Dylan Duckweiler. And that they do. It's going to be Lyons and Farrow and Duckweiler on the left side at wide out. Wolf on the right side. Taylor in the backfield on 2nd and 3 from the Ashland 47. And handed off to Taylor up the middle, and he's going to get another 7. And on another note, Ironton trailing Wheelersburg now 17-15. Here with 1:30 to go. Interesting. For under a minute to go now for Ashland, and they lead 35-21 over Greenup. Taylor now up to 67 yards on the ground. Ashland well over 300, probably 400 as a team. Now shotgun trips left, and it's handed off to Taylor again. Spins up the middle for another 5 or 6. So he'll get to about the 33, 32-yard line of Greenup, and that's going to be the final play of the game. So the Ashland Tomcats emerge victorious against a tough, scrappy Greenup County team that you have to tip your hat to. Ashland improves to 4-2 on the season. Greenup drops to 2-4. And we're going to take a break and come back for postgame here on 97.9 The River.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever, with eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
What is that thing on the 2 big red eyes and the wings?
Oh yeah, funky babies. Word is that the Mothman has been spotted getting his groove on at the Ritter Park Amphitheater. And did you know Funkafest has expanded to 2 days this year? That's right, Funkafest 9, The Funk Awakens, is October 3rd and 4th in Huntington, West by God, Virginia. 2 jam-packed interdimensional days of soul-shaking live music from Sneezy, Jocelyn and the Sweet Compression, the MFB, Jeremy Short, Joey H, Massing, Chocolate Four-Wheeler, DJ Charlie Black, and more. Plus, visual art, live painting, fire and flow performers, craft beer, food trucks, funky yoga, disc golf, the Kids Corner, and that late-night silent disco on Saturday. Big love to our funky friends, The Loud, Bad Shepherd Beer Company, Bonhoff, Basque Smokehouse, Luna Pizza, Marshall University Sustainability Department, The Good Time Show, Vandalia Digital, Kindred Communications and Kindred Digital, and Graphic Solutions. Kids 12 and under get in free. Tickets at funkafest.com.
Ashland Tomcat football on 97.9 The River.
Let's see. Yeah, we are back, and we're going to run through some numbers here, starting with Greenup. First off, I mentioned both my good friend Chris Pullum here as Davis threw for 160 through the air, and he threw 19 passes and completed 12 of them for 160, including a touchdown and an interception, as Ashland won 35-21. And Nolan Clarkson went 1 for 1 for 59 yards through the air. On the rushing end, Arthur Wireman, 37 yards on 16 carries for them. And Davis had, again, much of the sack yardage. He had a better game than these numbers show, but 32 on 17 with a touchdown. On the receiving end, Casey Gaiman, major cap tip to him, as he had 4 for 109 on that front. Tyler Johnson had 2 for 17. Landry Lewis had 4 for 36. And Wireman, number 9, had 3 for 25. 3 for 28. I'm missing something somewhere, I think, calculations. But that essentially shows how good. I mean, Greenup did a good job with the receiving. Lewis would have a 21-yard touchdown reception. Meanwhile, for Ashland, unofficially, they are at 409 on the ground. Davis I had at 164 on 11 with 3 touchdowns. Simpkins I had at 162 on 10 and a touchdown. 2 players go for 150-plus for Ashland. Meanwhile, Hughes would have 14 on 2, and Taylor would have 67 on 7, including a touchdown run of 26 yards. Duckweiler would have 1 for 2, as Hughes went 0 for 2 through the air, actually 0 for 2. Had a wide open pass drop, though. And meanwhile, Stutler went 1 for 3, but had a pick 6 as Jasper Davis returned that one all the way in the second half, as Cam Davis had a first down reception of 11 yards. And for that, I think Ashland came in tonight, and again, I think that was good resilience. Wow. So looking at other scores, Ironton Wheelersburg scores again with under a minute to go. Wow. I think a lot of people thought, I have a tremendous amount of respect. Wheelersburg's always been so good to me when I've gone out there, too. And, anything I've needed from them, they've always been good. And of course, Ironton has, too. But definitely a big, 24-15 Wheelersburg over Ironton. So probably an upset in the making on that end. Meanwhile, Johnson Central defeats Boyd County 21-14. So, congratulations to them, and a major cap tip to the Lions for putting up such a hard fight. Meanwhile, for Ashland, picking up a 35-21 win over Greenup, and looking at it, they started out the first play, they get it. Everything in this game comes down, this game in particular, you saw both sides, just a big punch and a counter punch. Ashland started out a 73-yard run from Cam Davis for the score. Meanwhile, Greenup, though, would respond after a fumble from Ashland. Greenup would drive 84 yards, and in particular, a 59-yard halfback pass from Nolan Clarkson to deep to Casey Gammon for 59 yards. That helped pave the way for them as Jasper Davis capped that off with a 2-yard run. Ashland, after that, took over on the ground. They would go up to a 28-7 lead at halftime. Meanwhile, in the second half, after Ashland struggled to move the football, Greenup would score on a 21-yard touchdown pass from Jasper Davis to number 13, Landry Lewis. Then Ashland would have the ball and would throw an interception that Jasper Davis would return for a touchdown to cut the lead to 28-21. Ashland, though, would respond with Cam Davis making the play, as Davis would run for 57 yards to get the touchdown to put Ashland ahead 35-21. And while Greenup had a great drive that got to the red zone, and it would be Trey Taylor, number 30, coming up with a big interception for Ashland and sealing the deal as Ashland ran the clock out about over 4 minutes off to win 35-21. We're going to take a break here and get ready to have Coach Chad Tackett on here on 97.9 The River.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank. Located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
What is that thing on the two big red eyes and the wings?
Oh yeah, funky babies. Word is that the Mothman has been spotted getting his groove on at the Ritter Park Amphitheater. And did you know Funkfest has expanded to 2 days this year? That's right, Funkfest 9, The Funk Awakens, is October 3rd and 4th in Huntington, West by God, Virginia. 2 jam-packed interdimensional days of soul-shaking live music from Sneezy, Jocelyn and the Sweet Compression, the MFB, Jeremy Short, Joey H, Massing, Chocolate Four-Wheeler, DJ Charlie Black, and more. Plus, visual art, live painting, fire and flow performers, craft beer, food trucks, funky yoga, disc golf, the Kids Corner, and that late night silent disco on Saturday. Big love to our funky friends, The Loud, Bad Shepherd Beer Company, Bonhoff, Basque Smokehouse, Luna Pizza, Marshall University Sustainability Department, The Good Time Show, Vandalia Digital, Kindred Communications and Kindred Digital, and Graphic Solutions. Kids 12 and under get in free. Tickets at funkafest.com.
Here's another Kindred Communications Community Chatter. The Cowboy Heineken Health Department providing monthly after-hours vaccine clinics for all of 2025. The clinics are being offered on the first Monday of each month between 3 and 6 p.m. at the department at 703 7th Avenue. No appointment is necessary.
This Kindred Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Black Sheep Harley-Davidson, 4th Avenue and 4th Street, downtown Huntington. Online at blacksheephd.com.
I pick up litter at the neighborhood park.
I volunteer at my local food bank.
I help build homes in my community.
No matter where you are in West Virginia, there's always a chance to be kind. That's because every mountaineer is a volunteer. Help us make a difference during the National Day of Service on September 11th. Visit volunteer.wv.gov to find an opportunity near you. Brought to you by Volunteer West Virginia, the West Virginia Broadcasters Association, and this station.
This is National Child Passenger Safety Week, and law enforcement officers are encouraging every parent and caregiver to get their car seats checked by a certified car seat technician. Car crashes are the leading cause of death for children up to 13 years of age. Many times, deaths and injuries can be prevented by proper use of car seats, boosters, and seat belts. Children are not aware of the consequences of not buckling up in the vehicle, so they depend on you to help protect them every trip, every time.
This message is brought to you by the Huntington Highway Safety Program.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hi, I'm Jason Hansen, a former CIA officer. In these uncertain times, with rising geopolitical tensions and skyrocketing inflation, protecting your financial future is crucial. That's why I trust Advantage Gold for all my precious metal investments. They're the only company I buy from, period. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 for a 100% free gold guide. See exactly how gold can safeguard your wealth. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance maker. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon. The best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better. Especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever, with eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
You're listening to Ashland Tomcat Football on 97.9 The River.
Ashland picks up a 35-21 win over Greenup County, and Greenup, who falls to 2-4, and Ashland goes to increases their wins to 2-4, now having won 3 in a row. And Chad, we knew, despite Greenup's record coming in, Ashland coach Chad Tackett is with me, that Greenup County, I mean, they were a lot better than that record showed.
Well, it was a tale of two halves. I mean, it was 28-7 at halftime, and then they just outplayed us second half. They ended up 14-7 second half in their favor. And our guys just took their foot off the gas. We made some untimely errors. We did not do a good job tonight with ball security. I don't know, that's becoming a plague, I guess. But, hats off to Greenup. They just outplayed us second half.
Mm-hmm. And coming in, up front, let's talk a little bit about that. I have unofficially the rushing total at 409 for Ashland, and talk about that line, because it's just been game after game they've come in, and the running backs they're having 5 yards before they're even touched.
Yeah, I mean, the running game's there. We're blowing people off the ball, and the line did a good job for the most part tonight. And the backs, I thought they did a good job running and finding the open creases. But, we have to establish a passing game at some point. We threw 2 picks tonight, and, really it's just unacceptable. I mean, in order to beat the good people in our schedule down the road, we have to develop some sort of a passing game and make good decisions with the football. And we didn't do that tonight, and that's something we just got to work on and continue to put our guys in situations in practice where they can get better and improve at those things.
Mm-hmm. And in the second half, Greenup would pick up two stops, so Ashland would go 3-and-out punts on their first 2 possessions. But they would Greenup at one point would get down to the 4-yard line, and Ashland would pick up a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. What did you tell your team in that situation when Greenup starts moving the football and down 28-7? They're starting to get that confidence burst.
Well, I thought defensively played great tonight. We had some untimely conversions on 4th down. We didn't get off the field, and 3rd down. But overall, I thought our defense played great. Their first touchdown was set up by a trick play that our corner got beat on. But we gave up 7 points in the first half and 7 points in the second half. The other touchdown they got was off an interception return. So, I thought our defense played really well overall and did a good job against their offense.
Mm-hmm. And what did you tell the team after Jasper Davis had that interception return that cut the lead to 28-21?
Just to relax, just to keep playing. Our guys were, for the most part, pretty positive on the sideline, and our O-line just basically said let's run the ball, let's get behind us, and let's keep the ball on the ground. So that's kind of what we did, and we busted another long touchdown out there that ended up sealing it. So it's one of those weeks. It's homecoming week. You got the dance tomorrow and all that, and there's a lot of distractions throughout the week. And I thought our guys did a really good job in the first half, and then I think we just got complacent and took our foot off the gas and didn't play very good second half.
Mm-hmm. And that defense. Let's talk about one player in particular that stood out tonight. How about J.J. Keys up front?
Yeah, I thought both our outside backers played really well tonight. J.J. Keys and Keyshawn Newman, I thought they played outstanding tonight. But J.J. made some big plays for us tonight on the edge. And then the second half, I thought Keyshawn really turned it up a notch and played lights out. So both those guys played tremendous, and super proud of those guys because they always bring it every week and do a good job.
And then Trey Taylor, that interception return he had a touchdown rumble in the first half for 26 yards. Just talk about him and the impact that he's had.
Yeah, he's just a football player. I mean, he's just a phenomenal athlete, and great balance, great awareness for the game, great feel for the game, and he does a great job on both sides of the ball, and he's just really solidified himself as a key player on this football team.
And now we win one at home. We go to 4-2, and coming up next we have Rowan County. Of course, next week a big week celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 1975 championship team, and of course Rowan County also a nice coach, and Kelly Ford got them to the regional finals in 2020 for the first time since the early 1980s. Just talk about your thoughts on coming up and the team moving ahead, what you're looking to do.
It'll be a special week, especially for the guys that are coming in for the 75 team. And I got a cool gift in the mail this week from Jim Rucker, who was a sophomore on that team, and it was an old T-shirt of the 75 that all the players got in 75 when they won the at-large. So, just celebrating those guys in a great tradition we have here. And, of course, Greg Jackson, member of that team and instrumental in a lot of things that we have here at Putnam, and just been a great alumni and great supporter of our program. And there's so many great guys on that team, Yancey Ramey and Rick Sang, and list goes on and on. Chuck Anderson, I don't know who all's coming in, but those guys really, they played great defense and ran the ball and really physically imposed their will on the teams they played that year. And special team, they really have a special bond with each other, and they're really tight knit group. And I tell our guys all the time, that's really the difference in having great teams is how close your team can be. And I still don't know if we've gotten that message yet, but the teams that are super close generally do really well.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes to coaching in this environment, you mentioned that, and it made me think of our conversation on your radio show at Fat Patty's when we discussed your, just how your interest and one day being the head coach at Ashland, just to see this happen. And a lot of anniversaries this year, the 35th year anniversary of the 90 team, which you mentioned growing up watching, the 5-year anniversary of the 2020 team, which, of course, your son was an important part of. And just talk about this, and when you think about these teams and their contributions to the program.
I mean, and again, it goes back to what I just said. I mean, you look at all three of those teams, they were all super tight and super close. I mean, the 90 team, those guys still hang out and still give each other, a hard time. And then, the 2020 team, those guys are, I mean, they're together almost every other weekend at UK games and each other, get-togethers around the holidays. I mean, they are so close. And were all the way growing up. And, that really separates the difference between a good team and a great team is how close you are. And, I keep trying to preach that to the teams that we've had here the last 4 years. And, hopefully we'll get it at some point and really take that to heart.
Nice. And, of course, the last item, just like last week, of course, our thoughts and prayers continue to be with our good friend Dickie Martin.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's it's different not having Dickie around, and I know he's probably listening, and we're thinking of him, and just wanted to let him know and the family know to reach out if they need anything, and just to let us know, and really praying for him, and hoping he's finding some kind of comfort right now with everything he's going through.
Nicely said. We love you, Dickie. We're thinking of you. We're going to say good night as Ashland wins this one 35-21 over Greenup County, picking up over 400 yards on the ground. Ashland winning their 27th in a row against Greenup County, and thank you to Coach Tack. And Greenup, no pushover. 2 regional finals appearances in that stretch. They've always been a threat in the district, and we want to say thank you all for tuning in. Catch us next week against Rowan County here on 97.9 The River. Thank you, God bless, and good night.